Don't be asking about no stream prayer when I'm just getting started. I don't be starting now. You're starting too early. Okay. Anyways, let's get our stream prayer done. Thank you, Lord, for allowing us to be here. Please allow us to have a blessed stream and to have a great time here and to hopefully walk away learning something, whether it's for our own stream or whether it's for my personal stream. Otherwise, amen. What is up? What is up, people? We have got a day planned here. We have got a day planned. What's up, Hobo? We got Thermal in the chat, Hobo in the chat, and then we still got our homeboy Akram in the chat. Also, I decided the same way that this is up permanently, I'm going to leave everything up permanently. I'm going to leave everything on the all the chat is going to be permanent from now on, so we're just going to keep it that way. Guess what game I'm playing? I have no idea. Should I be able to know this offhand? Should I know this? Should I know what you're playing? I wonder if I do. Guess what game I'm playing, brother? I've got no clue. Let's look it up off I am. Whoa. We got Irish in here. What's up, guys? Honestly, I'm kind of excited for tonight. It's gonna be. I'm not gonna say a long stream or anything like that, but it's gonna be a good amount of stream. I mean, we're watching most of that whole video, so we've got some stuff going tonight for sure. I'm actually doing some tests tonight with how we're running that. But let's see, who do we all have in there? We got Thermal, we got Hobo, Thermal Visor. I just said Thermal already. Thermal and Irish Commando, and then Akram over there on Twitch. We're getting the crew together. We're assembling the Avengers slowly but surely. Half-Life 2. Man, you keep telling me to get Half-Life. I promise I will. I promise I will. Let me see. Boom. Wow, what a vibe. I love how it just like kind of I don't know. I want to get some more music that's similar to this. It's a nice stormy night right now. Dude, my wife had to get me up. I was taking a whole hard nap. I've been tired. I have been so tired, but I took a strong nap and now I'm ready for life. Oh, we're vibing. Just a reminder to anybody that's wondering, I am still looking for an editor and a thumbnail maker, so want to let everybody know that. Although we're not able to use it tonight, for the next, oh wow, I'm not yawning, you're yawning. For the next couple of streams, I'm gonna make sure to keep saying, text to speech is on. So if you send a super chat on YouTube, you can send a message, and if you send it with at least $1, and if you send 100 bits on Twitch, you can send a message as well. So yeah, I mean, just letting you guys know that. Merch, I have not forgotten about it since yesterday. I am writing it up. Me and my wife actually went, and we're planning on getting into t-shirt reselling as an actual business outside of this. So we went to the place today and we picked up some shirts. That has nothing to do with the merch necessarily, but I'm just getting a feel for like what materials and all that I like, I can use Photoshop Barley. I can also use Photoshop Barley. Where's Stream Prayer Akram? We already did it. You want a hoodie? I'm going to make sure I make a hoodie for you, bro. That is going to be just a guaranteed. I will make sure that there is a hoodie in stock. That has to happen. I get it. I love how this is still saying 0 and 0 in the top right. Like, I just... One of these days, I'm going to get it fixed. I'm going to get it fixed one of these days. I think it's... I have to point opposite, right? So it's this. Yeah, I did it right this time. But I promise I will make you a hoodie. I want a hoodie too. Shoot. Now that we're talking about it. What if I just made a hoodie that was just red? Nothing on it. Just a red hoodie. I'm like, yeah, that's mine. Are you a fan of zip up hoodies or just regular ones? Do you want one that zips up or do you want one that you can just slide over like a sweater more so? Which one are you thinking? Which one is fitting what you're thinking here? Slide over? Good man. Good man. That's what I was planning on. All right. We are on the same page. 1000% on the same page then. A slide over hoodie is the way to go. But anyways, how is everybody? I didn't even ask. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing well? We cooking? Living the life? All that jazz? What is Akram talking about? Let's see. Make me a hubby that has a crippled person. Their right hand is gone completely and it's bleeding. And they're holding a Genesis 12. 100% family friendly. Akram, it sounds like you want a shirt specifically for you, brother. That's what I'm getting. You want one specifically for you. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. But also, what the heck are you doing? But quick question, am I the only one that's actually excited? I know it's a little like deviation from what I normally do. And I know most people probably aren't too interested in this. But I thought it'd be pretty cool just to go over it. Okay, to make it family friendly. Yeah, what are we gonna do to make it family friendly, Akram? Pick up that can. Is there a can behind me? Are you talking about this? This is the only can I have, and it's more of a bottle, less of a can. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what can. Oh, lordy. Boom, 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 doom, doom, doom. You make it a water gun and make the blood part a stump. I guess that does make it more family friendly. It's a Half-Life reference. You see, I wouldn't get that because I haven't played Half-Life, even though you've told me to countless times, maybe over 5. You've definitely told me over 5. I still have not seen it, but I will. Yeah. This is my favorite like little theme I have. I think, is it my favorite? It's pretty high up there. I don't know if it's the most relaxing, but it's definitely up there. Dun, 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 dun. You'll get it soon, but you need to do it in order for the lovely experience. Pick up that can. All right, we'll see what that has to do with anything soon enough. What's up, people who are joining in? Welcome to the vibes. Dun, 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 dun. We're going to be looking at my channel versus what Ludwig tells us to do today. And then as long as I am not tired or I've woken up by then, we're going to be playing some VR. I'm thinking Forefront to keep it simple. It'll either be Forefront or Geronimo. mm, 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 mm. Oh, where's my cellular device? Ludwig knows you exist. I don't know. I don't know whether he knows I exist or not. I hope he knows I exist one of these days, because I'm going to be such a big streamer with a community like this, you know? You guys, you know, share me to your whole family. You're like, hey, listen, you have a kid, right? Your grandma is still alive, right? You should watch this guy Ghost Martial Arts. So with a community like that, I find it hard to believe we won't be in Ludwig's ear soon enough. I think we're completely undervaluing how great you guys are. Well, can you put on the streamer games? It's going on right now. I mean, we can check out the streamer games real quick. I'm not mad at that at all. I don't mind checking the streamer games out for a little bit. Yeah, let's go to Ludwig's thing and just go check it out. Has anybody seen the new Spider-Man movie? Has anybody seen the new Spider-Man movie? Please tell me. Please let me know. Is it any good? Because that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out, is it any good? They got Joe Dart and Jinxie. Joe Dart. Anybody know what Joe Dirt is either? No, but I did see the Odyssey. It was peak. I heard the Odyssey was nowhere near as bad as people were thinking it was going to be, which is good. All right, let's give this a shot. Hopefully my stinger isn't too loud. My stinger's been really loud, I realize. So just prepare yourself really quick. But I understand that's how it sounds. Oh, I need to actually put it on my PC. Check it out for a little bit. We can check it out for just a bit. So like I said, also I've left the chat up, so it's constant now above me. It doesn't disappear anymore. You know, so that's good. But we're actually gonna have it all for this stream. All right, let's see what the heck is going on here.
12 seconds left.
Half and half. Time left is. This is a weird part to tune into.
Sorry, I don't want to.
A very weird part.
So, let's take a look.
What are they testing?
What do you think?
Hey, wait, that's pretty good.
Now, it's not lined up to the stem, but it doesn't feel bad.
Okay.
What is
The number to beat is
this?
17 grams.
Okay.
17 grams is what you need to beat.
Okay, I guess they're
This
weighing it.
first half
125.
is 125 grams.
Is that good?
So this needs to be, well, I don't know if it's good until I weigh this one. So this needs to be 141 grams for you to move on.
Let's see.
100 what? That's. Is that good?
Oh my God.
That's literally two. Like,
Oh my God, it's 127 grams. It's a 2-gram difference.
2-gram difference. All right, I guess they cut it in half. Well, I don't know. I just like, okay, bro. Dude, it's a fun time. You can't. It's just a fun time. I'm not hating on it at all, but I just.
Yes.
It's funny. It's just funny to me. That is hilarious. It's closer to a half than their half. I want to see the Odyssey. Yeah, I've been wanting to watch it myself, honestly. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. So for today's stream, there's a couple of things that are going to be a bit different, you know? Basically, I'm using the idea of his content funnel to start recording videos from my lives. I did start it yesterday, but I'm really starting it today. So today I'm recording a highly edited YouTube video. What I'm going to be doing, I'm turning stream alerts off. I'm going to be reading chat silently. I'm going to leave chat up, but my header's going to be gone. All the extra crap's going to be gone. It's just going to be the chat that you just saw and then my video camera, and that's all. I will be reading chat, but I won't be doing any shout outs because it's a YouTube video. I'll probably take like pauses every now and then and do it. But just to let you know, if you see a major flaw in my analytics, because we're going to be looking directly at my analytics, if you find something funny or anything else, just drop it in the chat and make sure to shout it out, and I'll implement it directly into the video on the spot. Now, it's going to sound like it's my idea because I got to keep the video rolling, you know, but at the end, we'll go over, start talking about that stuff a little bit, and then we'll go through it, you know. Yeah, so there's going to be like no stream alerts, no nothing. I'm actually going to open up all of those tabs now as we speak so we can get this thing started properly. I'm really hoping this stream does well, and I think it's going to be interesting, you know. So just because I'm not shouting out your message doesn't mean I'm not reading it. I 100% am reading all of them. Every single one of the messages I will be reading. So do not worry yourself. I promise I'm looking. I swear. I'm actually looking at these three. Let me see. Channel analytics, video analytics. And delete that. And we are off to the races. So we're going to go ahead and start this video up. If there are any questions about what we're doing today, anybody want to know like, oh, what's going on? What are you doing? You know, any of that stuff. I am totally here for it right now. I'm totally here for it. Let me pull up this thing. And that is the last thing I need. Let's see. I'm going to put this down here. We'll put this up here, but close that out. And we'll try this again. We'll put this right here. Yeah, we are 100% starting up. And like I said, any questions on anything like how we're going to run stuff or anything like that, feel free to ask now. It is going to be, like I said, I believe it's going to be a fun time. Like I said, I am going to be turning speak to tech talk off just for the stream. But everything else is staying on. I'm going to take away the header and all. And like I said, I will be reading out chat, but I just won't be looking at it directly each time, just so everyone knows. So nobody's like, oh, what's going on? You know, what is he doing? And we're doing like a straight up analyzation of my channel. So I say we get to it. I'm sure you guys are ready to see it as well, and not to be stuck here talking to me this whole time. So let me make sure I've got all this set up properly. It looks like I am good to go. And let's get started. All right, let's do it. Let's get right into it. Please, if anybody could join the chat, let them know what's going on. Wait, once you get bad enough, you can do a poll in the Discord to say if you should buy me a Quest 3. All right, let's do this thing. Hopefully the video's good. Let's see if the volume's good too. Please let me know if the volume's loud enough. A recent survey shows that the most I think it's fine where it is. I could probably turn it up a little bit.
Sought after job for Gen Z is to become a YouTuber.
Is that video or is that sound pretty good? We're taking off the overlay, the subscription. The only thing we're keeping is the chat. Buy me a coffee alert off. Multi-stream chat. That's all we're keeping is just the chat. So this is what it's going to look like this entire video. Just so if anybody was wondering, this is what it's going to look like. Which is another reason why I kept it whole. I just blasted a fat whatever on your stream, and I ain't even scroll on this stuff on purpose. Well, welcome to the stream, bro. I don't know how to answer that, bro. Like, you got it. Shoot, that made me just want to turn stream chat off. Immediately. But no hate, of course. What's up, Made by Hill? What's up, brother? All right, let's get to work. Let's go ahead and just check this out. Oh, thank you. Thank you, kind sir. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Thank you. We're checking out Ludwig tonight, so this should be really interesting and stuff. This should be very interesting for all of us. Let me make sure I've got this set up properly. Sorry it's taking me forever to do this. I just want to make sure I have it done properly. Yeah, it's going to be the best it's going to be. All right. We are starting the recording for this. Starting now. This is not what I wanted to do. Wrong thing. All right. The recording is now starting as of... Let me pull this up. As of now.
A recent survey shows that the most sought after job for Gen Z is to become a YouTuber or streamer. And although the world would be a better place if more people wanted to become electricians, nurses, or teachers, I know a little bit about what it takes to become a streamer. See, I've been one for the last 10 years.
We're going to skip past the intro and stuff and just get straight into the meat of it. Let's see. I know he cusses and stuff during this, so I'm just going to try and get past a good amount of that as well, so it actually doesn't sound too bad. Let's go straight into it.
So here it is. This is my first question I had for y'all. Did anyone have a thought on it? Please.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it.
Straight into an ad is golden.
A complete
God, I love
creation
YouTube.
platform.
Isn't it great?
I don't think it's like a grand factor of becoming successful, but I do think in order to be successful, you have to have that mindset of like, oh, I want to be successful, and that's the drive. As long as you have your eyes on the goal, your drive is unstoppable.
Marlon?
Well, I do think that's the first step to being successful. You know what I'm saying? But then
The most important what you need is belief, but belief alone is not enough. It is absolutely true. I think you guys are nailing it on the head. I don't think we got to go more because it is absolutely true that belief alone is not enough. All right? What you need is belief, but you also need all those other factors. The most important thing I want you to take away from this class is that you need to be delusional. All right?
Amen. 100%. I always say that. Delusional.
Are already amazing at this. All right, you were all delusional enough to have applied to Streamer U and thought that you would get picked to get in. You are all delusional enough to be hitting the go live button, which is in it of itself an act of ego, right? People should be watching me, not other people. So you're a little delusional in that sense. It is a perfect thing if you're going to be a successful streamer. You have to be delusional. It's not a teachable skill. That is a skill that you either...
I don't know. I don't know how delusional I actually am. I think I'm pretty realistic. Now, like Ludwig saying here, like I do agree. There is a huge level of just like where you have to have an ego to go live, where it's like, oh, I think my stream's better. And in some cases I think that, in some I don't, and maybe I need to be, I guess, more delusional in that. But I think you should base everything you're doing off of, you know, facts. Like, I'm doing well. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing it. Just like why I'm watching this in the first place. I need to have a system. It can't just be doing whatever I want to and however it goes. There has to be a system behind whatever delusion you have, you know. Especially, I'm sorry, if you want to back that delusion up, you're more than welcome to just be delusional. Like, there's plenty of people that are delusional about a lot. But you have to be able to back that delusion up with something. And I think that's for any, like, top of level anything, is you have to be super delusional. Yeah. I'm not even recording really yet for the video, so I can like talk about your comment. Is it me or Mr. Red Bull ranting? Mr. Red Bull is ranting, and we listen to his rants because he has 7 million YouTube subscribers and he's been around longer than some of these kids have been alive. I remember seeing Ludwig when I was like younger, so I get it. But let's move on.
Have intrinsically, maybe confidence you grew up with. So congratulations, you all have that. And I have some more congratulations for you. I got some good news for you all today. Wow. And all right, the class is called How to Get Lucky. A little background for y'all. You don't know me?
All right, we're going to skip his intro. We know who he is.
These are important to me in this room.
Okay,
there we go. I got great news for you all. These are important facts. Keep in mind. 92% of streamers do not go live a second time. That's real sad. 92% of people will go live once and they will never go live again. To be in the top 1%, to be in the top 1%, all you need is 20 viewers. Wow. That is the top 1% on Twitch for streaming. All right? You are already in the top 1%. And of the 1 million students who have applied, you guys made it in. Round of applause for yourselves.
Yeah, so I didn't make it into streamer. You obviously, I didn't apply even, but I don't know if I'm in the top 1% on Twitch, but because that's 20 views, right? We can go look really quick. That's what this whole stream is about. I don't think there's been one stream I've had where I've landed in that category. I don't believe so. Let me go look. Videos. And it's like consistent views too. So you'll see here for my Twitch at least 21 views. And I believe he's saying 20 consistent viewers. If I'm understanding it correctly, it's 20 consistent viewers. It's not just 20. So I think it's 20 consistent viewers. If it's just across like VODs and everything, then I get 28, 25, 21, 21, 352, which was a huge day, but I'm never really getting 20 consistent viewers on YouTube now, or on Twitch. Now on YouTube, maybe slightly different story. We can go look at that right now and find out. If I just go to my videos and I go to lives, I don't think my live viewers here, I can look it up. We'll just literally type it in the AI for YouTube. What's my average live viewer rate for YouTube? I'm certain it's less than 20. I'm certain of it. There are some like extremes that might have put me out of there, but the average number of simultaneous viewers watching your live stream the last 28 days, 25. I will take that. I will take that 100%. But the problem is, which we'll talk about in a second, I have this one live stream that did crazy with everything, with numbers and all. And that's where that average is being taken out of. It's like when you look at the average income of Americans, but then there's people that are like blank amount, billions of dollars. So then it separates it and it makes it like a much bigger group. That's probably that's part of the issue. So it's not real is what I'm saying. Like it's yes, it technically is 25 right now, but that's only because of that huge boost I got from my channel. So I'm gonna, I'll take that with a grain of salt for the time being.
And just by show of hands, who's in the top 1% on Twitter? Everyone.
Right, they're goofing off.
And for the gold.
I'm trying to get to the part where he's actually talking about stuff. Geronimo stream, you mean? Yep, exactly. The Geronimo stream I had, that one was insane. The first Geronimo stream, I mean, it was so much. It was so much, man. But
I need you guys to listen to these stats I'm about to tell you. They're very important. Most of you guys are going to fail. Most of you in this room actively are going to fail as streamers. Why? I did the math on last year's Streamer 2025 invites. Here's the chart. Now I'm going to break down this chart for you. It's a dumbbell chart.
Wow, that's too much for me.
These black dots are where they were at before Streamer U 2025. April 2025, that was their average viewership. The red line, okay, that means they went down in viewers. The green line, they went up in viewers. The orange dot is what their viewership is last month, okay? So these are people who they went to Streamer U, they had all that success, all that excitement, I'm about to be a fucking amazing streamer. Now their viewership, down in here, okay? I'll give you the stats more concretely so you can really grasp it. The average viewership of all the streamers who participated in Streamer U 2025 is down 287 viewers. Wow. They have lost viewers year over year. Wow. Now, obviously, that's outweighed by people with larger streams. Okay, they have much more of an impact. The median streamer, all right, the median, we know what the median is, right? You slash both ends so you get the person in the middle, all right? The median viewers, all you need to know, has gained 4 viewers before and after Streamer U, okay? This is you. This is what you will be, all right, next year after all the excitement's over. after all the collabs happened, all right, after your viewership skyrocketed, your followership skyrocketed, you are going to get 4 more viewers. Over half, if you got a white star, that is you. Over half of the streamers have gained single-digit viewers or lost viewers year over year.
So this part was really interesting to me, just in general. Like, you've got to think, these are like what I'm not going to say what we would consider the top, because I don't necessarily think all the people that went to Streamer U are the top. I'm sure some got in because they just had the what's the word I'm looking for? The in, you know, they got in because they knew somebody or whatever. But even so, you know, a lot of these people do stream quite often, even though some got in that don't stream at all. And from last year's, what he's saying is, on average, most of them lost 287 people on average that were watching their streams. Isn't that insane? After you went to one of the biggest streaming events ever, like streaming networking events, I should say, with some of the biggest streamer names and everything. And that's how much they lost on average. And then just in the middle, so this isn't like, oh, it's like two extremes. It's like, no, you've got, I lost, and then the average grouping of the amount only gained 4. The ones that did gain only on average got 4 more. You did all this stuff, you traveled, you went here, but you're only averaging 4 more people per stream. That's, you know, I'm not saying it's not worth it, but that means either they didn't apply a lot, they didn't capitalize on what they were given, or something along those sorts. Here, 1 second. And at the bottom left corner from Doodler 3000, at the bottom left corner, sorry, I was talking to my kid. At the bottom corner, it says 4 more bots. The crazy part is some of these people, whether it's the median or not, some of them are botting. So you take all of this with the fact that people are actually botting and like kind of cheating the system. And that's just sad. You know, like it's just like, I don't think people take it seriously. And I know that because I didn't take it seriously for a while. I'm finally trying to take it seriously, and I've tried to the past couple of months, but that's just insane to me. Like the top. This is at the top of top. This is what's happening.
Okay, why do we think that is? Streamer U's supposed to be the trip of a lifetime. You're supposed to have made it. You're in the big leagues. Marlon, why not?
I do think when you come here, everybody's going to spike. Big streamers, small streamers, when you leave,
Yeah, they're talking about
you got to make sure you're entertaining
specific stuff to their thing, which
Okay.
isn't going to help us.
Capitalize, I like that.
This doesn't have anything to do with me
Ultimately,
necessarily.
Discipline ourselves, all right? In small things, motivation is great. When you have nothing going on, all right? So motivation is great, but nothing going on, all right? So motivation is great, but we should discipline ourselves in small things and from those progressive things of greater value. This is Marcus Aurelius, okay? He was the leader of Rome, the largest empire in the world. He wrote himself a journal called Meditations. It was his private thoughts. It was never published. They published it after he died. He's the most powerful man on earth. He's writing this, okay? He has everything in front of him. He is writing this. So what does it mean to be disciplined versus motivated? Okay, we all know motivation's fickle. Discipline's forever. How do we get some discipline? This is an activity. I want you guys to all be doing this right now. This was your homework. If you did it, good. If you didn't, do it now. Pen and paper. We're writing down our goals. These are goals that...
So I actually already did this. I'm not, let me clarify. I do believe in manifesting in a way, but I don't believe it in the way that I think most people do, where it's like, oh, it's the universe. Your words have power and your tongue has power. And I do believe speaking things has power because of that, like biblically, but not in the manifestation way that a lot of people, oh, it's the energy of the universe. No, it's your you put work towards the things that you speak of. You know, your tongue has powers and your actions do, and those two things have to match up for anything to come of it. So I made a list of goals. I shared those yesterday. That's not really what this video is about, but if anybody missed it yesterday, my goals were, it's right above me, 5K subs, consistent streams, $100 in revenue per month, 2 videos a week, and then better packaging overall, which is my thumbnail, my titles, and my intros to my videos. And that's my streams too, for the record. So I do have goals and everything, so that should be pretty helpful, I would think.
You want to achieve before the end of the year, their 2026 goals. We're in July, we're over halfway through, we don't have that much time left. But what do you want to achieve by the end of the year? These don't have to be streamer related, but I'm down
Scoot
with
these out of here.
functional guy, I'll be honest about myself.
1 second.
All right, I went 4 for 5, but I do believe there is some is you be accounted for.
All right.
Okay, make the goals achievable, but also something that you're shooting for. Next up, we're gonna talk about schedule. All right, this is important. When I first went full-time streaming, I did what probably a lot of you maybe do right now. I went live. When I woke up, I went to bed. When I was tired, I woke up whenever I woke up. And I sort of did that on repeat, but you probably have recognized, maybe some of you who have started full-time streaming from a regular job, schedule kind of helps. Yeah. It helps make sure you wake up at similar times, get similar sunlight, you eat correctly, you're working out correctly.
So I kind of want to talk about this. Let me see if I
Also
can.
something that you're shooting for. Next up, we're gonna talk about schedule.
So this is something I saw immediately that I was like, okay, I can relate to this. I was the worst. Like I'm not gonna say I just streamed whenever I could, but there was a time where I did just because of my like literal schedule. But if we go to my Discord right here, you'll see I now have a full schedule. It is not optional. It's right here. Now this is gonna change because I'm starting work soon, but I think that's super important to have in the first place. And even though I already have it, I'm going to add it to the little rule sheet that we have right here. So go ahead and knock this out. Rule number 1. Have a freaking schedule. I think that's a pretty solid one to start with. Like that is where we need to start with anything and everything. See, like look at this. I'm even recording it right now and I'm just checking out what I just did just to make sure. Like I'm taking this so seriously. You guys have no idea. Like I'm very serious. I want to make sure this is done in a way that everyone can see. Like this is going to be the first, just so you guys know, this is going to be the first thing that's on the video right here. This right here. So I kind of want to talk about this. Let me see if I can. Right here.
Next up, we're gonna talk about schedule.
So this is something I saw immediately. So having a schedule is going to be super important to me. And like keeping a schedule. I think we're going to kick butt with that part. And I'm going to be consistent, guys. I'm telling you right now, I will be consistent on that part.
All right, this is important. When I first went full-time streaming, I did what probably a lot of you maybe do right now. I went live. When I woke up, and I don't think people now this is live. It's just starting time. I'm looking at people's streams. I'm ideating what I'm going to do on stream that day. That's it. I got nothing else on the plate. It's eat, ideate. I watch Twitch. That's it. 4 p.m. usually about when I go live. I don't go live for more than 4 to 6 hours. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit why, and why that's I think a good amount of time for you guys to go live for. But I'll do whatever segments I had come up with in my ideation process to go. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit why, and why that's I think a good amount of time for you guys to go live for. But I'll do whatever segments I had come up with in my ideation process and then decompress, hang out with my fiance, eat dinner, chill, and then I try to hit a similar bedtime every day. This is gonna be another homework assignment for y'all. This one, you guys don't need to show to me, but I want you to create an ideal schedule for yourselves.
I don't know
when
why
you
it
guys
keeps
get back from
exiting out
Streamer
like
U.
that.
What is the life you want to live? Script that you guys don't want to take days off. I think a lot of you guys, in 5 years, they overestimate what they can do in 1 year, okay?
I don't think the...
So if you give yourself a little rest, you'll be a lot more successful in the long term. Are you trying to be a streamer?
I'm not saying that taking days off is bad or good. I'm just making the point I can't take days off per se. I only have so many days that I can stream. And I know that's not what he's saying, just to be clear. But for me specifically, I can't just go take days off. Like, I can't just be like, oh, well, I'm not going to stream this day. I have to. Like, I only stream so much that I have to. See, I can like read right now because I'm not recording. Manifestation works because if you believe you are something or have something, you act in a way that is logically consistent with that reality. Exactly. That's why that version of manifestation I believe in. You know, like to a degree, that's the part. But the new age manifestation where they're like, oh, if you believe, it'll just happen. Nah, you've got to put action behind your words, although your words have power on their own. I think what you can do is mentally take days off. So when you're doing something else, don't think about streaming. That is a smart idea. Let me put that into the recording. Let me put that. Look at that. See, check that out. Check it out. Check it out. Watch this. Watch this. I'm about to blow your mind as I'm going to make this video.
Keep going. You are human. You are fallible. Give yourself the best opportunity to succeed in 5 years. People underestimate what they can do in 5 years. They overestimate what they can do in 1 year, okay? So if you give yourself a little rest, you'll be a lot more successful in the long term. Are you trying to be a streamer?
So, yeah, I do truly believe that that is correct. People definitely overestimate what they can achieve in short term and underestimate what they can do in the long term because part of it, they just don't plan for it. But yeah, mentally taking some time off, especially in my scenario where I only stream so often, I only upload so often. So it's not like physically taking time off would do anything, but mentally taking time off would definitely be of assistance 100%. See how I implemented that? I just threw it right into the video. I'm learning how to stream slowly but surely. One day I'll do it all naturally.
For a year and burn out and then be like, oh, I can't deal with content creation? Or are you trying to do it? I'm on year 8. Okay? Yeah. And you never seen a tweet out of me going, oh man, I'm so fucking tired doing this. Because I take time off. I go to Dodgers games, I hang out with my fiance, I do whatever. But I think time off is important.
I'll take my 5% on the back end. Hey, look, man, if I make it big like he did, I might be giving stuff out randomly too.
Every day, they become rotted individuals. All right? I think experiencing life makes you a better streamer, makes you a more well-rounded person. This also matters. Do we have a question on that?
Did you start taking days off once you made it big or when you were still farming?
All right, guys, hold up. That's a good question. Did I take days off when I was making it big? Okay, look, it's true that when the number's going up, it is really exciting to ride that wave and do as much as you can.
Yeah, so it's funny. That's actually how I felt. So I had there was a time where my streams were doing really good and everything was going great. And I just kept wanting to do more and more and more. I was like, oh, I got to do the stream. And I was putting other important stuff to the side for something that wasn't giving me the return I needed it to at the moment. And I don't think it was, worth the return at the end of the day of what I might have got. And there's been times where I had a wave and I didn't ride it long enough. I just cause I'll catch the next one, I guess. That's why I watched this video. I think it's important. What he's saying is I don't want to keep catching waves. I want to have a system. And then if there is a wave, yeah, it picks me up to the top. But when it drops, I'm not just falling completely down flat on my butt. So yeah, I 100% get that. You can't just sit there and take a wave and then just throw all your energy into it for a million reasons,
And to keep it going. It's like what you guys are doing currently with Streamer University. I got to go live every day.
Yeah, and there's a time and a place for it.
That's fine. I think it's okay for short periods of time to do that, but make it a short period of time. Recognize, hey, I'm catching this wave. I'm going to take some time for myself after, all right, to catch up on the life that I haven't been leading because I've been so focused on work. It's really easy for streamers to fall in the trap. You know the trope of like the working husband barely knows his wife, barely knows his kids, works every day. Offline.
This guy gets it. All right. Oh, great. We've got an ad. I hate YouTube ads, man. Hate them. It's funny because I use YouTube ads.
I need you guys to be writing down who your streaming goats are. Now, for this specifically, all right, it is important for you to study what you are passionate about, okay?
Here's an interesting one for me. I did do this, and the names I came up with were Ludwig, actually, after really watching his channel, Ludwig, Queso, and Moist Critical. The problem is they're all streamers that are kind of at the top of their game. And the other problem is I have no clue what my niche is. Just straight up, I have no clue what my niche is. If we go look at my channel, I've got videos on, and it's because I'm throwing stuff at the wall and hoping it sticks, to be honest. Like, I don't have a niche in the way of just like, this is what I do. You know, man, Queso is a real one. Exactly. I think Queso, he's relatively family friendly. Like, he doesn't cuss or anything. Moist Critical, I've loved his stuff for years. I just do. And Ludwig, he's newer to me in terms of watching it, but the way he organizes his live streams, the energy he has, and he'll talk about that. He says, what about them do you actually like? And I have it written down. It's in the other room. It's Moist Critical. I love his ability to just stream and the simplicity of it. Queso, I love his energy and his family friendliness. And then Ludwig, I like his organization and how he schedules and organizes the streams. But like you'll see here, I don't have a niche. Brother, I'm making the greatest fast food tier list. I was wrong about the boys finale. This households a body cam video, a gaming video on Forza Horizon, a car chase, 3 hours on Geronimo. And you know, it's just boom, boom, boom. You know, it's better this way. As you know, I'm locked hard into a niche and it's very limiting. If I was you, I would avoid a niche like the plague. Yes. So that's what I'm getting at. So I'll use Moist Critical here. That is freaking, it's amazing we're actually talking about this. And thank you all for like sticking around and watching this. I'm interacting with you guys more than I thought, and I'm perfectly fine with it. You know, I'm cool to throw that plan out the window. But Moist Critical, people call him a react channel, but he's not. He plays his games. He does everything. Like, a lot of this is like react, but look, I tried every cookout menu. React to this. React is Spider-Man A Brand New Day. I guess that's a react, but it's a, what's the word? It's a review. A review without or with spoilers. I haven't watched it, so I don't know. A news article he's looking into. Another reaction. Finally watched the movie. I'm playing every Grand Theft Auto game. He's playing games. EDP documentary. He's outside. I watched this whole thing. He's playing soccer and seeing if he can be a good goalie. Like, this is the type of channel I wanted to have, and I'm sure you can actually kind of tell by his thumbnails. I went with very low quality thumbnails too, thinking like, oh, I'm going to do that. That's how I'm going to operate, right? I'm not big enough to do that. So like, if you look at mine, my channel looks very similar to his, and that's what I was going for. But notice I'm tossing in there like actual stuff that I've edited. Like, I'm editing this. This is one that I've tried to let AI deal with just recently, and that's a whole nother conversation. But I'm not a fan of AI art. I'm not a fan of any of that stuff. It's just something I'm testing to see something out. But like, you'll see, I put a lot of effort into making some of these thumbnails, and I was like, this doesn't seem to be helping. And so I just was like, screw it. Like, this one. I think this is one of the funnier videos I've made. It's an old one. It doesn't have the face cam and all that stuff, but it's funny. But the reason nobody would have clicked on this is because this is a Moist Critical thumbnail. That's a Charlie thumbnail. He could get away with that. My channel cannot. No one's going to come and watch this. I think my unboxing video is funny and it's good, but no one's clicking on this video. Unless, like, so the reality is just, I've got to play the game. And he talks about that in the video too. I've got to play the game. I've played with like different ways that things look. I'm throwing stuff at the wall, and some of it's just because I think it's fun, you know? Some of this stuff takes a lot of time and effort, and it's just like, is it worth it? So yeah. Anyways, and as you can see, I got back to that point of just posting very low quality thumbnails, going back to like the moist critical type of thing, and that's what I stuck with. But anyways, I got off on a tangent here. Let's get back to the video. But I do need to find out if my niche is no niche, then I need to go with that. You know, my goal is to have more of a Ludwig, like I want a Ludwig queso moist critical mix, which is just the weirdest channel, but I think I can make it work. I think I've got a good enough personality to make it work. See, there's that delusional part. I think I'm delusional enough to make it work. All right, let's finish this video off.
You cannot be a streamer if you do not watch streams. It just doesn't work. You don't actually care about the medium. Maybe you just like the idea of being big and successful. Maybe you like the idea of being rich. You'll just never be successful if those are your reasons. You have to truly love streaming to be a big streamer, all right? So what does it mean when I say who's your GOAT? I need you to find streamers in the niche you are in, okay? If you are doing sports, don't put down, you know, Jeffree Star as your GOAT or whatever. Try to make it somebody who's in the same sphere as you, all right? So for example, look, everyone knows Anthony Edwards, all right? Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, so he gives his
I want you
list.
to write down a few examples. We'll talk about the probably kings of off. Really enjoy, like can't get much better events, especially because there's such like a Mr. Beastification, you know, of like of the 3 things. I'm only checking for 2. First one, I need your goals.
All right, so this is.
Bonnie, a good way to phrase goals are things you can make action stuff. Own goal. Hey,
All right, we're gonna skip all this.
About it. Streamer, you want.
So take the things from the 3 you like and copy the heck out of them. Hold up, I'm gonna read. I liken it to music in your case. I used to rap in my youth, and everyone takes their favorite 3 rappers, just copy them in the ways they like, and the mix of 3 makes a new style. That's fair. Take the things from the 3 you like and copy the F out of them. Yeah, man, I plan on it. I don't, like I said, I'm going, like, this is why my streams are now going to be this way. I love Ludwig's organization. I don't know if you guys have watched Ludwig streams, but they are some of the most consistently entertaining, consistently provocative streams where you're like glued to it. Charlie's streams are, his personality's funny enough, and he's just very chill and everything. It's very, you know, relaxing and all, so that's part of it. But he's, you know, built his branding for God knows how many years, over a decade. Queso is just super high energy. He doesn't keep crazy energy the whole time, but he has enough bursts of energy throughout his entire stream to where you stay. He's funny. His webcam stays, like, his personality holds up with the energy. But when it comes to organization and how the stream is organized, Ludwig takes it, and I'm going to take that. Queso, I took his whole flow for a little bit, and I thought it was decent, but it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do either. So I think really what I like about Queso is his energy and his family friendliness, and I think I can do that on my own. With the Charlie thing, I just like his ability to be able to chill. Like, and I can do that. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody can chill, but the only thing I'm going to be able to copy from him currently is I like some of his humor style on his videos, but it's too raunchy, and I don't, you know, I wouldn't be saying that stuff. So I don't know. I just like Moist Critical as a streamer. It's just very chill. But hey, man, maybe one of these days we'll have a rap battle. Maybe that'll be a stream idea, is which will turn into a video, is like doing a rap battle. Matter of fact, let me do the smart thing and actually put that into my video ideas. Live stream ideas. Let me put that in there. Rap battle against viewers in Discord. And I know exactly how to do that because me and my friend used to do it when we were kids. I would choose a random beat, and then we would say you have to make a rap about a certain subject, and that is the rap. And that's it. Like, so it's really fun. It's actually very fun. Random topic and beat to rap Or we could do it no beat, so that way I can avoid copyright. But yeah, man, you just gave me a whole. Me and my friend play these types of games on our own. Like we would literally get on the phone and screw around like this because we had nothing better to do. Mind if I send a beat in the video ideas? Absolutely. Oh, I don't know about that. Would be sick. It would be, dude, it'd be hilarious. I have a rap written somewhere about Dory from Finding Nemo. Like the prompt that we had was, you have to make a rap that's a riddle about a certain character from a movie, and it has to be a good rap, obviously, but the other person has to like guess what it was about. Mine, I chose either Dory or I chose the squid from Finding Nemo or whatever, and I made the rap, and that's what it was about. It was just an interesting thing. Like me and my buddy have made so many cool little fun games over the years just because we're super competitive and we love playing games that I'm certain, man, between me and him, we've got 1,000 ideas, which is why I wish he would do this with me. But he's very, he's not, I'm not gonna say he's anti-gaming, but he just doesn't game or do much anymore in this way. But yeah. But yeah, I wrote it down, so it's definitely happening. But yeah, please send a beat in the video ideas, 100%.
Want to have what streaming can get you. But there are quicker, better, more efficient ways to do that. Maybe you actually...
Now, it ain't the best, but it's not the worst. Feel free to give it a listen. Is it your own beat or is it someone else's? Sudoku race, I would crush dudes. You might, dude, I used to play Sudoku when I was a kid. When I went to my grandma's house, she would give us Sudoku puzzles. And I used to do pretty well, if I don't mind saying so myself. Just throwing it out there.
Just want to be rich. Maybe you want a more efficient streamer because we're going to sit on this for a minute. Do you want to be a streamer? There are quicker, maybe you want a large, I think speeders. I have a top 100 streamer in the world with myself. I'm going to have 5 guys, we were starting off. Excuse me, with myself. I'm going to show you how much money I make. I'm the 95th biggest streamer on Twitch. I also stream on YouTube. It doesn't include that, but I'm like maybe top 100, somewhere in there, right? These are my metrics. If they line up with yours, okay, then your revenue will probably be similar to mine. I don't stream nearly as much as some other guys. I have 9,500 subs. All right. For me specifically, okay, we're going to go through some expenses that I have. Here's my expenses. This is just the month of June. Everything here is for the month of June. Payroll, 200.
I don't know. The question he's asking, do you want to be a streamer, is really interesting. Let me actually pull that up.
I think that's great. Raise your hand by show of hands. Do you want to be a streamer? By show of hands, do you want to be a streamer? All right.
Let me actually run this back.
Places. I think that's great. Raise your hand by show of hands. Do you want to be a streamer?
Ooh.
By show of hands, do you want to be a streamer? All right.
I just accidentally ended my stream. Dude, I've got to find a better way to do this. I just accidentally ended my Twitch stream. YouTube's still up. That's good. While we're here, I 100% want to play some more wiki races. Dude, I'm so competitive. That's like right up my alley. Those Wikipedia races go hard. Rip Twitch. Literally. I think it's just going to click it back in. I don't think it's going to cut me out entirely. I think it's coming back up right now. Let me make sure. Oh, Lord. Lordy. Yeah, so anyway, sorry. Let me see. Yeah, I accidentally like shut it off and shut it back on. All right, we are back cooking. Sorry about that.
Now, we're going to sit on...
I just did the same thing again. I just turned off Twitch the second time. I just turned off Twitch again, bro. I've got it. I'm just using my mouse to click stuff from now on. I'm over here trying to use hotkeys and stuff. It's not working. I would love to get back into streaming. It's just hard to do on Tactical Milsim games, I found. You are so correct. You guys have no idea. Not sure you get it. You guys really don't understand. I'm not saying you guys like that, but y'all know what I mean. Y'all don't understand how hard it is to do tactical content without becoming a tactical niche. Like, I did one video that most of my Perform Well videos are tactical videos that have something to do with something you know, tactical, do this, do that. I'm not tactically proficient. I don't believe in teaching something you are not 1,000% on, like to the masses. Yeah, I know, bro. But I made a firm guess after a couple of things. I made a couple of guesses. I didn't want to sit here and just throw it out there and either be wrong or throw you into the, you know, I didn't know if you were trying to be, you know, sleuth. But people have no idea. You get thrown into it and you just get stuck in there. And now everyone expects tactical content of you. You can't make funny content. You can't make anything else. And that's part of the reason why I'm going away from it. It's not because I don't love playing the tactical games. I thoroughly love them. It fits right into like my competitive mindset, how I like to play games, the team building behind it, like playing as a group. I mean, I just like tactical stuff. But what happens is you get stuck. You get 100% stuck. And now you're like, that's what you have to make content out of, or you have to make a new channel, because then the algorithm won't pick your stuff up immediately. So right now, at least with my stuff being thrown at the wall, the algorithm is also just throwing things at the wall. And I know that the people that are subscribed to me and that watch my stuff, like you amazing people right now, y'all are actually interested in what I'm doing, not just, oh, is he not doing anything tactical? I'm not watching it. You know, so it's you know, it's a plus and a minus. But yeah, dude, I'm with you. I get it. I really get it. All right, we are officially back up on freaking Twitch.
She has walking in those places. Yeah. I think that's great. Raise your hand by show of hands. Do you want to be a streamer?
I do.
By show of hands, do you want to be a streamer?
I do.
All right. Now, we're going to sit on this for a moment. Do you want to be a streamer? This question about it. Because maybe you don't actually want to be a streamer. You want to have what streaming can get you. But there are quicker, better, more efficient ways to do that. Maybe you actually just want to be rich.
I just find hard to play the game and interact with how serious gameplay is. I used to do it in TVR, but I had a group of guys who would deal with me talking to Joe. Exactly, and that's the other part. A lot of streaming things, it's not just tactical assault, by the way. There's games that a lot of people take seriously, like Rat, for example, Rat Name Shame, if any of you guys remember him. I tried playing the dinosaur game, Everum or whatever, and he and his group hated that I was talking and screwing around about chat the entire time, because they're like role playing, which is and playing the game more seriously. Some of them are role playing, some of them are not, but I was ruining their experience, and I don't want to ruin anybody's gaming experience, but I was having fun doing that, and I was streaming. So you've got to find that nice medium of either finding people that you can do that with, or you know what I mean? Like finding stuff like that. So I'm with you. Yeah, on PC it's a lot easier because you can mute Discord. Yeah, I was in game chat. So if I wasn't even in Discord, I probably should have went to. Oh no, I was in Discord, and I could have muted myself. But then he wanted to talk to me, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm with you, bro.
Maybe you want a large social media following. Maybe you want to have a creative outlet. Streaming might not be the best path to do this. Now, I think when people talk about streamers, we talk about the big guys, talk about the Kais, we talk about the Speeds. That's awesome. That is a very small number of all streamers. That is realistically not going to be you. I have 3 examples to show you guys all.
So this is him just talking about what how much he makes and how much people make in general. How much he makes, and it's a good amount, but that's not us. This is up on me. Miss 1000 and Mr. 100. Average viewers. Let me see. Yeah.
Are you happy with the lifestyle? Let's say for the rest of your
Ludwig, more like Chudwick. All right.
I show speed, then they go, that's out of our budget. Then they go down the streamer.
Let me see, because I wanted to get to the part where.
You just guarantee success. Does this sound like you? I want to.
Let's see.
I just need you. Do you want to be a streamer? Are you happy with the lifestyle?
Let me see.
They streamed 108,000. On further, let's go to top 10,000, Mr. 10,000. This streamer is a variety streamer. It's a real person. It's real stats. They average 150 viewers. Maybe some of you in this room average a similar amount. They streamed 180 hours, the most of me or Top 1,000. That's their sub count. That's how many years they've been doing it. All right, let's check the revenue for June. Sponsorship, 700. Okay. They actually made some effort to get a deal. That makes sense. They've been doing it 6 years. They have better relationships to get sponsors. YouTube, $0. They have no YouTube presence at all.
That's not good, man.
Twitch, $3,000. Grand total, $3,700. All right? Now, I need you to put this into perspective. That is a top 10,000 streamer in the world.
Right.
So the crazy part about this is I'm not even close to the top 10,000 streamer in the world. You know? And when I was watching this, and I'm watching it now too, again, it's just, it keeps putting it into perspective. You're not going to make a bunch of money off rip. I mean, this he's talking about somebody that is what? Let me make sure I'm getting this right. Remember, this guy that we're looking at right now has 150 average viewers, 180 hours streamed, I'm assuming monthly. His sub count is 375, and he's 6 years active, and he's variety. The only thing I fulfill on this is variety. None of the rest of them I get. So me getting to the point of even making $3,700, and that's still a large amount of money. I'm not putting that past it, but even making that amount is just so far gone for me. At least currently. So, you know, hopefully with all these things I put in, I can get there a lot faster, but it really puts the idea of, do you actually want to be a streamer in a picture? Because it's like, if your goal is to make money, you can get there faster. If your goal is to be famous, I'm pretty sure there's a way to get there faster. If you just want to hang out in game, good, but you have to actually like to stream to do streaming, because it doesn't pay off immediately. I know that for a fact. I'm not making $1 million right now. Yeah, on PC it's a lot easier. Have you seen Jinxie reaction to videos? He's like the targeted audience. Have you seen Jinxie reactions to videos? He's like the target audience. What do you mean by that, Thermal? I don't understand that. Seriously, the downside of this mystery guy is he doesn't use YouTube. Twitch is a kingmaker system. YouTube is much better for building an audience. You know what's crazy? They bring that up. Actually, I'm going to talk about that. So YouTube is definitely better at engaging audiences, like getting a newer audience. And the Twitch is better at, once you're good, you're already up there. And he is kind of screwing himself by not doing YouTube. But the same thing would apply if he is doing YouTube. Yeah, he could be making more money, especially after 6 years. I think he'd make a lot more. But then he'd actually have to be good at YouTube, which means he'd probably have to watch this video and get good at it. Because it's like, I'm the opposite. I'm a YouTube guy, probably more so, that needs to get better at Twitch, I would argue. But I want to focus on YouTube first. And then most people I know that are gaming streamers are actually Twitch users that need to get a lot better at YouTube. And they're not, I'm not saying I'm good, but they're not even as good as me, but they're making more than me right now. But I probably have a better opportunity with sponsorships, merch, everything, subscribers, all that stuff, to make more than them in the long term if me and them stay doing the same thing for the same amount of time, if that makes sense. He has, oh, yes. He has just the right amount of energy every vid, man, kind of like Queso leaving out the family friendly. Yeah, I could see that. But he does a lot. He does a lot of energy. I'm not saying it's crazy or anything wrong with it, but I don't have that energy. Like even Ludwig points out, he talks about it later on. He does not have that energy to be able to constantly output. I'm not one of those people. I'm not going to take my shirt off and go crazy. Like you saw me dance with my dog and stuff, but that's because I'm excited, you know? It's different, but I 100% believe that. Like Jinxie is killing it right now because he has a great personality. He seems to be a nice person as well. And then he obviously has the energy to back it up. So he's able to just nonstop. I'm not capable of that. I've got kids. I'm tired, bro. You know? if you do YouTube for 6 years and keep consistent on improving and playing the YouTube game, yeah, you'd be way ahead. Exactly. I think between that and Twitch, YouTube beats it out by so much in terms of everything. You can get discovered easier. You can reach people easier. There's just so much more you can do with YouTube, you know, like that's just the way it is. But Twitch, he talks about this. Twitch has the better money behind it off rip, but YouTube has the better scalability, you know. But Twitch, people are more likely to purchase stuff on Twitch than they are on YouTube. Like if I were to put something out and I had 100 Twitch subscribers, those 100 Twitch subscribers are more likely to do something than my 1,000 YouTube subscribers, you know, if that makes sense, or 100 followers versus 1,000. So it's, yet again, it's the game, and it's a long-term game, which is why I'm playing it.
That is a top 10,000 streamer in the world. Right. That is not a small streamer. That is just a six guy. 5 mil. It's not a bad guess, Jason. Went live. 3. When a sponsor wants to do a deal, are you happy? Is what you are actually chasing? Or are you happy doing the act itself? Is what you are actually chasing being rich, being famous? Do it for that. It is streaming actually the path you should take to do that? That's what I'm asking you. The answer now, YouTuber, you are rolling. Someone, does this make millions? All right, let's keep it rolling. Does this sound like you? I want to see hands if at any point I'm talking about someone or something you're dealing with. I struggle to handle juggling clips and YouTube and streams. Hands up if that sounds like you. Keep your hands up. Yes. Keep your hands up if you guys don't understand how YouTube works. All right? Yeah. Put your hand up, keep your hand up.
That makes sense due to Twitch culture being more about tips, and while YouTube is very much about
I don't know how to convert
exactly.
long-form viewers.
Literally.
I should see more hands up because I looked. 9 of the people in this class, I looked at you guys. You're averaging around maybe 100 to 300 viewers. Your clips are banging. You guys have hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram. You got millions of views. You got more views than me on your clips. But they're not converting. Okay? Have you ever wondered why? Yeah. Okay? Let's hear some theories. Who's got a theory?
So, my channel clips aren't great or bad. I clip moments that I find funny and stuff, but I'm trying to do better with that. Like my most recent one actually is this. And I realized my intro to this video was bad. It just was. Like let me pull it up really quick if my thing will work with me. My intro.
Why are you not converting?
My intro to this video was rough, but it's a good video again. But I'm starting to recognize these patterns, you know, so it's very useful. Let me pull it up. It was this video. How to ruin a speed run in 1 second. Here, I mean, I'll just play it. Inspired completely and utterly by Ludwig. And I'm doing a Wikipedia speed run. Let's go! Okay, track and field. Come on, give it to me. No, I know I'm so close. I'm right here. I made it so far. Part of it is I need subtitles. Subtitles catch attention. Like I know that for a fact. A huge part of it is there's no what's the word I'm looking for? This intro, in my opinion, is a bit too long, and I don't pop. There's not enough editing. There's not enough zoom in, zoom out, and all that stuff. The best editing I have, which is pretty catchy, is this. But that doesn't even happen until a whole 2 minutes into it. So when somebody watches this, they're just like, "Oh, who's this dude just sitting here talking? Like, why should I watch him?" And I get it. I probably wouldn't watch this after looking at it if this was the first 3 seconds. I was inspired completely and utterly by, like, I'm already clicking off. I'm already scrolling. Now, right after it, Ludwig, it gets into it, but by then it's too late. In this day and age, it was too late for me to do that. Maybe a couple of years ago, I could have got away with it, but not now. So it's learning stuff like that is so interesting to me. And it's trial and error.
Why are you getting all the success on IG, TikTok, but not on long form? What's up?
At least in terms of streaming, sometimes I feel like I don't see a personality.
I feel like you should sandwich your explanation between your first and second cut. I have the, oh crap, let's go. I have to go quick first, then the explanation. Yes. So, you know what you brought up? That is literally what I do all the time. No joke. This is actually so crazy you bring this up. That is literally what I do all the time. I'm going to bring up a good video. Is it this one? I think I'm a better driver than this guy overall. Let's see what you're for. So I went from big clip, like the biggest clip, to that. It's happened on this one.
One down. We're trying to.
And then I go back. For some reason in my mind, what's up, Rickeriff? Nice to meet you, brother. Welcome to the party. For some reason on this one, instead of me putting this right here at the beginning like I normally do, where I'm just like, go, 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 no, and then going to the explanation, I said, well, it's a different video, so it should be different. No, it's the exact same. I'm so glad you said that. The moment I posted it, I went back and I said, dang, I should have put the end clip at the beginning. And I've been doing that with like 90% of my videos here. Like, be the best. This is the only one because it had an intro for specific that I didn't do it on. And it happens within 2 seconds where I switch over. Like it, you're 100% right, man. It's just I did not think it for some dumb reason. I didn't think it. But welcome to the party, Rick Raft. We are auditing my channel. Welcome.
Personality of a streamers on the, like their personality on long form versus short form, like they're a completely different person.
Point. I'm gonna say this louder for y'all to hear. I think that's a really good point. I'm gonna say this louder for y'all to hear. I'm gonna repackage it in a different way. The expectation of the viewer is not met when they go to the long form content. That is what is happening to you.
That is a fact. That is the fact. Trying to get someone, I'll pull it up really quick right now. Trying to get someone with the expectation of what it is. If my streams are this super high energy, right? And I'm not this high energy. So for example, if this is my clip. I don't know why it's not pulling up properly. Inspired. Oh Lord, I hate that. I think I'm better. So if I pull up this clip right here.
I use him as a body shield.
And I'm doing all this movement, all this stuff, right?
I think I'll dodge too well. All right, you did it one-handed. You ready? All right, let's do it.
And it's not like a lot going on per se. I mean, that's a pretty halfway energy clip, but someone's expecting that when they come to my channel. They're expecting it to kind of be those jokes all the time, which is why Queso's so good at this, which is why Jinxie's so good at this. When you go to their streams, chances are Jinxie has his shirt off. Chances are Queso's banging his desk angry. So when I put my videos out, I've got to start putting more realistic expectations of what people are going to come into. So that way, when they go to the clip and they go, oh, this is what he's doing in there. Okay, I can go in. This doesn't mean I can't make my funny clips and things that I find funny, but I've got to make sure to balance that with things that I'm actually normally doing during the stream. And that's just God honest truth. Also, a thing that can help us stick to the rule, no clip longer than 2 seconds. So transition every 2 seconds. Oof, that is a rough transition. You're not wrong. I'm pretty sure you're not wrong just due to the attention span and stuff. But my God, that's insane. You know what I mean? Like it's just sad how bad our brains are becoming. That's a thing. You know what I mean? I'm not getting on to you about it. I just don't know if that's something I would be willing to do, but you're not wrong is the problem. So it's one of those, like, I'm just being an idiot things. Like, you're not wrong, but am I going to do it? And it's not insane. Television always just 4 seconds, maximum 6. Yeah, no, I'm not calling you. I'm saying it's insane that that's where we're at mentally. Like, I like to put it simply, I can read, I'm sure books have the same thing, like blah, 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 but I can read a book and stay entertained because my brain, you know, puts in what it wants to while I'm reading it. Like, I know some people don't do that. But there's a reason they do that. You know, the psychology behind it. There's people that sit there, psychologists for these businesses, these companies. What's going to keep them on our screens? What's going to keep them? I did a whole video about this. What's going to keep them doing the blank, blank, blank? And I think it's kind of evil to a degree. Like, there's other stuff we can be doing, you know? And I think we need to be able to sit through long form content, and especially our kids, maybe us as older adults, we grew up in enough. Exactly. But you have to be aware that the clips are the fuel for brain rot. You have to be aware of the game you're playing. Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. I want to be a part of the machine without having to be in the machine, which sounds stupid, but I know what you mean. But the younger kids is more so what I'm concerned about. Adults, you screwed yourself. You're self-aware. You should know this by now if you're really an adult. But yeah, I get your point. You're not wrong.
All right. Now, before we jump into that, I have a question for y'all.
Yo, I am a youngin. You are. What's up, Athix? Welcome to the party, brother. We're auditing my channel if it wasn't clear yet. If you're going to do clips, this is the game and how it's played. Yeah, you're not wrong. Sad but true. I started playing it. I started playing the game, and that's why I think I'm switching over to like really trying to do long form content. But the long form content's the same thing, man. In all honesty, you can't do a long intro anymore on your videos. You're within, and he talks about it, within a couple of seconds, you need to have something up on the screen. You'll see that when I edit this video, you're going to see within the first 2 sentences, I'm going to have something show up on the screen. Exactly. You have to, exactly. You're right on it. So it doesn't even matter what I do. I'm going to have to play the game, but I'm more comfortable playing that game with long form, than I am on short form. I don't know. It just feels like I'm contributing less to the idiocy. I'm on the road to 400 on the purple app. Congrats, dude. Dude, I've been seeing you over there. I actually got to check in one of those other days. I'm pretty sure I commented or sent a chat in, but congrats, dude. Mine are 100. I think I'm at 100 and something on YouTube currently, or 100 and something on Twitch. Let me see. 112. I am at 112 on the dot. So, you know, doing decent. Doing decent.
What is worth more?
My first 20 seconds, nothing longer than 20
Wait.
seconds. You're right, bro.
Is
You're
a
right.
TikTok follower worth more? A Twitch follower? Or a YouTube follower? All right,
And this is the part that we were talking about earlier. He talks about what's worth more. I know that you're not talking about the energy you bring anymore. No, you're fine. But there are those few people that are so dry, it's hilarious. That's moist critical to a degree. That's moist critical to a degree. He fits in that thing where it's just like him just being like, what? Especially when he's playing like scary games and his face is just like, that's hilarious. And that's the problem. I think I'm a normal person. Like on average, I'm normal. I'm not extremely high energy, extremely funny. And I'm not so dry that it's funny. You know, like I'm going to use Rhythm Keeper. I think that's what I'm talking about. Rhythm Keeper is very dry. I mean, he has a good sense of humor, but it's super dry to the point of that being part of the funniness, you know? Same with you, Irish. Yeah, I would use you as that. You're pretty low energy and dry. Not in a negative sense. You know what I mean? Like that's just your flow. And then I'm also one of the DTF guys. I know, dude. I saw it on Facebook. I saw it on Facebook of all places. That's how I know you're old. It's on Facebook. You're relaxing with dad humor. Exactly. I'm just a normal person. Like, I don't fit high energy. I don't fit low. I'm just your run-of-the-mill guy. And that doesn't perform well on average on stuff. Unless, hear me out, unless you're doing tutorials and how-tos and stuff like that, and that's not what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in making tutorials. I'm not interested in making how-tos. I'm interested in making general content, and I know there's a market out there for it. I know there's people obviously that'll watch it and stuff, but it doesn't hit the algorithm the same. So I'm going to have to work a little harder, and I'm not like, oh, I've got to do this. It's just true. I'm going to have to work a little harder if I want to maintain my personality, because I'm not going to go super dry, and I'm not going to be able to hold super high energy for hour streams at a time. You know, it's just not possible. Not for me, at least, like physically. I'd burn out.
Than you do with a YouTube merch.
Yes. Why you just like if you have 100%.
So this is them talking about it. And this is that part where he's talking about that you cannot always be the clip. Viewers see the clip, they go to the stream, they wait for the expectation to be met, they get bored and leave. You know, so this is that part. The anime man made a really good video yesterday about content. The anime man made a really good video yesterday about, who are you talking about? The anime man? I don't know who that is.
Pound, which one's worth more? Worth more money, not just worth more. Today, my clip's too great, but I can't get a lot of viewers. Here's the deal. We're gonna tackle your problem today. More money, correct. All right, guys, we're gonna tackle your problem today. My clip's too great, but I can't get a lot of viewers. Here's the deal. You cannot always be the clip. Except for one guy. Hey. But this is real. What happens to you?
Oh, let me see that again.
Pound for pound, which one's worth more? Worth more money, not just worth more. Worth more money, correct. All right, guys, we're gonna tackle your problem today. My clip's too great, but I can't get a lot of viewers. Here's the deal. You cannot always be the clip. Except for one guy. Hey.
That's how I know I'm old. I have no clue who that is. I just see a bald white boy doing this. I got no clue who it is. Anyways.
But this is real. What happens to you guys is you're really good at farming clips. I think at this point, a lot of you really understand intrinsically when a moment happens that, oh, that was the clip. I'm gonna tell my clipper, or maybe you are your own clipper, you run your own clip account. Tonight, I'm gonna post that. I fucking nailed it. All right? You guys feel pretty good about that at this point.
So yeah, I don't know.
I imagine.
Like
guys, is you're really good at farming clips. I think I did. What happens to get a lot of viewers? Here's the deal. You cannot the clip. I'm gonna point. I imagine. Get that clip. How long is that in your 4-hour stream? All right. So then what happens? That seconds sometimes in your 4-hour stream. The issue is, imagine. You probably know exactly. You might even be able to set up these moments.
And that's what's driving long form to be short form. Exactly. That's what we were just talking about. Even our long form videos are now getting edited down. Like the Mr. Beastification of videos, it's called. It's, hey, check this out. Whoa, check this out. And we go over here and check this. And it's always in your face. It's super colorful. There's so much going on. And I just want to go back to the time of just like a video being put up and you just watching a video. And I know we're not going to get back to it. But there was a time where people were posting, I'm sure you guys saw it, where they would just post like a Call of Duty video of them playing and talking over it. And I felt like we were kind of getting back to what YouTube used to be, or kind of was to some degree. But you know, that only lasted for so long. Like it's going to keep going with the generation that's coming up. And the generation that's coming up, man, I coach for a living and I teach. I can tell you these kids, bro, they're not going that route. It's TikTok dances 24/7. And I'm talking like high school girls, like old high school girls and boys, TikTok dances all the time. Like you're talking to them and they're freaking whatever the freaking dance is. I don't know. And but it's not just Mr. Beast. That's just, and you're right, it is, that's the case, but you got to think like these clips are getting freaking out of hand. Like these kids are sitting around literally just doing TikToks all day. It's just the brain rot. Like it was a joke kind of for previous generation. Like we were getting to it, but we got memes. We got the memes, right? We got memes. The old generation got technology. We got memes, and then this new generation gets brain rot. It's like it progressively got, like it was fine, and then it just dropped off so hard. This is why I like Twitch now. I can respect that.
The issue is, you get that clip. How long is that in your 4-hour stream? A minute? Seconds sometimes? All right. So then what happens? That person sees you on IG. You get an awesome clip. They go to your stream. And what are you doing? Are you farming a clip at every moment? Exactly. No, you're a person. All right? We're not always.
So that's exactly what I'm talking about. If you go to my channel and you just go look at most of my live stream, like let's look at, I don't know, even the Geronimo lunch day, which is probably the like most famous one, and we'll probably talk about this later too, and it's like the most exciting one. If you look at most of the video, I'm just clearing rooms.
No.
This is like the most exciting one I had, and most of the time, I mean, actually, this is a pretty bad example. This stream was a lot of fun, but every second, like, look at this. I just clicked it. There's like, this is probably the worst example I could have used for this. But the point I'm making is simply, there's a lot of dead moments in this video. Most of this video is not that. I mean, this last half is me talking to one of the voice actors for the thing. You know, in the beginning, it's mostly me sitting here. Like, I'm only really playing the game for so long, and the action, it's there, but it's me clearing rooms and just talking, you know? So that's the reality behind it. And I get what he's saying. My clips don't match the seconds. Nobody's does. Totally not broken game, by the way. I am not helping your case, am I? Or my case for your case, I guess. Every single time I clicked, it was a broken part. First, it was the freaking it was the gun, the door, and then something else. That is so funny, genuinely. And then the floating gun. Oh, that's so funny. That is so funny. If you guys didn't know the history of that, that is so funny. This man. Hey, bro, you're right. You're right. I can't even argue with you. You are 1000% correct right now. Oh my gosh. I'm too old to stay high energy all the time. Yeah, dude, I couldn't do it. I tried, man. I know you did, bro. I know you did. It did not help that every single thing I just clicked on was it failing miserably at what it was supposed to be doing. You got it. I can't argue with you. Oh, that's so funny.
Always exciting. We're not always on. I know I'm not. Okay, there are people who are. There are people who have balanced energy. I Show Speed has insane energy. Literally every second of that stream, you're like, holy shit, how is he still going? I can't do that.
I got the big game working, but I just felt bad to play. When's the last time you played it, though? It could be pretty nice. You know what I mean? By now.
Do that. I'm a limited quantity guy. And then I need to go take a bath. That's me. I'm honest with myself.
I'm 19. I can't stay high energy all the time. Don't worry, you'll get older.
Strength isn't. I have to be authentically me at all points. You need to be authentically
well, I guess I have the hard time
at
to start up.
all
I grab.
points.
I
the
can
person
feel
they
that.
should see in the clip should be the person that they experience in the live stream. All right? Otherwise, they're just gonna get bored and leave. Why did I show these people? These people with to do at anyone at that event. That was able to get him, you know, friends with Kai.
Yeah, so here he's just talking about
Okay.
these specific people. Doesn't really have much to do with me. This is the part that I wanted to get to, the content funnel.
All right. We're going to talk about the content funnel. This is an idea of your paradigm. A video game for 6 hours and stream, go home. You, my stream, record in a stream. This is a recording efficient use. That is a waste of your time. It is a less efficient. You record in a stream. This is a recording session. What can you record in a stream? This is an example of one of my streams. Recording is a less efficient use of your time. This is a recording session. What can you record in a stream? This is an example of one of my streams. This is one of my best streams. Why is it one of my best streams? Because you make two. You had fun. No. I had an event. No, I did not have an event. The title is Games with Friends. CoffeeZilla video later. Authentic. Authentic? No. No, not authentic. Video out of it. I got a video? A good video out of it. Every second. I got multiple videos. Nice. From this one stream, it was 6 hours. There's 3 separate VODs. Those are just cut-ups, not edited, of the segments. All right, I came prepared with segments. 3 different edited videos. God Gamer
So this is what I'm shooting to do now. So I need to start making these content funnels. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and make that rule number 2. Content funnel, and we'll call it just turning streams into recording session. And the funny thing is about this, that's what I'm doing right now. This is a recorded video that you will see later that I'm currently live streaming, if you didn't know, if you've even got this far into the video, if it wasn't boring enough. And this is going to change the game for me. I've tried doing this before, but I didn't have a way to do it. And he's going to get a lot more into it in a second, and be more detailed about it, which I will let really play through in a minute. But you have got to have a content funnel. I'm learning that so much. You have to get more out of your live stream than just live streaming. There has to be more to it. Athix, you're not almost 37. You're only 2, man. You're like 2 and 1 together. You're like 21 or something. Duh. You're a young fella. Don't worry about it. Don't argue with me. Just agree. Just agree.
McDonald's, a challenge I do. Magic Chameleon with some friends, and I reacted to a CoffeeZilla video. And then I also had a couple clips out of it. Okay? That's all from one stream. That was 6 hours. I recorded all that. Just for your information here, I didn't put it in this slide. The streams, they made 5K. It's pretty good. Okay? All of these together, they made 25K. Okay? And you're able to get all this out of one stream if you just spend the time to plan out what you are going to do on stream. I think every streamer...
That is a huge part. I know I'm interrupting him again, and I can't just let this play through, but planning is so important, and I've only done it for the last 2 streams, and I plan on doing it from this point forward, but simply creating an actual plan for stream instead of simply, oh, I'm going to play this game for a little bit and then I'll play this game, or oh, I'm going to react to this and then I'll do this. It changes everything by just making that small plan. It changes so much of how you operate, so much of how you're doing stuff, and it allows for this content funnel to take place so much easier because you know when you're doing things, you know when you want to record, you know what's a clip, you know what might be part of a video, you know what segment is this. And especially for somebody like me who's a little older, doesn't have all this free time, and I don't stream for 8, 9, 10 hours or even 6 hours at a time, I need to make the most use of that time. So I'm gonna let him keep talking, but it's super important.
Should be streaming in the sweet pocket of 100, 150. I think that's like the perfect zone, 100 to 150. All right. Some of y'all need to do more. I've looked at your stream hours. Some of you guys aren't doing enough. I think some of you guys aren't sure if you want to be streamers. I think some of you guys are still exploring that. That's fine. But if you want to be a streamer, I think at least 100 is right. I think anything over 150 is a waste of your time. You're just being less efficient. Okay, why? Because you're not getting the value of each of these streams, right?
So let's go ahead and make that a rule while we're here. This is probably going to be a long portion of the video, so hopefully this doesn't get too boring. But rule number 3, I know I'm not going to be able to do this, but we're going to put it down 100 to 150 hours per month streaming. Now, if I'm being honest with myself, I know I can probably get, if I really give it my best and my all, 32 plus... I don't know, like 2 or 3 extra, if we're being fair. I could probably push 50 with a full-time job, my kids and everything. Until this becomes a full-time thing, I'm looking at around 50 hours per month. And I think as long as I'm consistent with that, I think that's a pretty fair starting point.
6 hours.
Awareness. Oh, you just realized you're at a minute and a half behind. Welcome to the live part. Yeah, man. If you're saying awareness in terms of like knowing what's going on in your stream, you're 1000% correct. That, man, it's helped so much.
Websites your competitors don't want
just in the last couple of ones I've done, it's been being aware of your time and what you have going on.
We're going to do a little exercise right now. And this is an exercise you guys should be doing every single day. Let me say that again. This is homework today. You should be doing it every single day. I do it every day. I've been doing this 8 years. I think it's
So I've actually already started doing this, and this is a huge part of the content funnel, which is the planning. So let me see if I can bring it up really quick. These are actually, I'm going to just share it with you guys. Please try not to steal my idea, but he has 1,000 free ideas, basically, or $1, $1,000, and $100,000 are dream ideas. I have a list of these. Here are my $1 ideas. Here are my $100 ideas. Here are my $1,000 ideas. And here's my 10,000, 1 million. Because for me, those are the same number with how much money I make currently from YouTube or in general right now. 10,000 might as well be $1 million for me right now. As you can see, I've got a bunch of these videos. I just made one from this current stream, rap battle against viewers in Discord. Every day I've been getting on and writing down one or more ideas for each of these. Eventually I do want to host, really this is the one I really am most excited about. My dream idea is to host an IRL airsoft or paintball tournament with like VR streamers, mostly people that like play tactical shooters. That way it's a little more fun and like, yay, but obviously add some, you know, people that just maybe play VR chat or just like do whatever, because that would be funny. But this part on its own makes everything so easy. So I'm already implementing these ideas to make sure that I can keep myself going well past what I might have thought I was able to accomplish in the next couple of years. So I am currently too out of shape to do that. No, you're not, man. You can just believe. But yeah, when I'm telling you guys to bring your ideas in and tell me about them, I'm so serious. I'm going to write them down, and I'm probably going to do them soon enough.
stream ideas every fucking day. I'm the only paper time. I'll give you guys muffin. I want to hear a few of your what you got.
I want to do a 360.
What you got?
I'm Fui Bean. I really love D&D and storytelling, so I want to do it.
I actually like D&D a lot. I like D&D more than I thought I would. Actually, no, I like D&D as much as I thought I would. I wish I could do better, but it's, I don't know how to put it. I want to get into IRL D&D, but I've loved game D&D because it's just simplified. You know, the game does all the work for you, but I do want to get into D&D more. I might do some D&D streams or something at some point, but I love D&D. Like anything with make believe in the world. Like I love fiction books. I've got a whole shelf of fiction books that I've already read and I'm probably going to reread. One of my favorite series is Children of the Lamp. If anybody knows that series, you're goated. One of the best series ever made. I have every book. I think they made a newer one, so I might not have that one, but every book up to when I last heard of the series, you know.
Gamer is, we do a best of 7, competing in a variety of video games. All right, I've been doing this for years now. I know it's a good idea.
There's a
Ron
PC
stole
where
it,
it
Jason stole it,
an
Jason
IRL
stole it.
look. I'll look it up.
One note on that.
For sure,
When someone
seriously.
steals your idea, congrats, you did well.
We should hop on Dungeons. I knew it was coming. That is crazy. I knew it was coming. I should have said it before you said it. I knew it was coming. That's why I like Dungeons of Eternity. It's D&D, but the part about Dungeons and Eternity I don't like, to be honest with you, it feels too futuristic. And I get that's a whole part of it, is that it is in, you know, sci-fi / fiction. I just wish they could just come out with a good pure fiction. And it basically is. I get it, but that really does, like standing on the pads to get freaking Spocked up to Star Trek somewhere else. Not the hugest fan, you know? Joe Dartolozzi. I don't know who that is.
Do not feel bad about it. Do not be bitter
Oh, is that who that is?
about it. Do not reach out to them about it. It is okay. And here's ultimately the truth.
Holy, level
Someone who
93.
steals an idea makes you their ceiling. They will not be bigger than you until they do shit better than you. Past one, it's called an Amazon stream. Stole that shit. Stream the idea. I've done this stream. I'm not shitting you probably in. So there's a little.
He's just talking about the stream ideas that he has and that he did. He's talking about return on investment for certain videos and stuff like that, which are interesting, but just not what we're here for. He's streamer games. He's actually doing his streamer games right now. Joe Bart is near Jinxie level of streaming, but he's really chill. I've seen Joe Bart. I didn't realize his name was Do Tarlozzi, actually, or if that's his real name. I know who that is. I have not watched his streams, but I know who he is.
All right, the more often you do an event.
I got the Mythic Spear. I haven't even played enough to see the Mythic Spear even one time, I don't believe.
For some of you, it's not that long. Okay? Keeps me.
I don't care about this part, keeping you going. I'm not going to say I don't care, you know, but...
Someone here is going to rise above the rest. I've seen one streamer come out of here.
I'm level 80 something. I got the Mythic Dagger.
So what are you doing to be different?
I'm
what are you
level
doing?
nothing.
I cannot tell you what it is, but ultimately, guys, have any questions? Hands up. It's a good question.
I think he's just asking questions. I could talk about the be different part a little bit.
This is the number one lesson. This is something I can't teach you. Life. Next up. This is the number one lesson. This is something I can't teach you.
Be different.
I can't tell you the playbook for how to be successful exiting Streamer U. Because if I did, you would all use it and it wouldn't be successful. Someone here is going to rise above the rest. Someone here is going to offer viewers something unique that other people aren't offering.
So that's something that I struggle with, honestly. I'm, like I've pointed out, I'm just a normal guy that streams. I think one of the Ghost Gang brought it out perfectly. They just said, you're a chill guy with dad humor. And I guess that's what makes me different. But on this platform, I don't know if that's different enough to matter. So I don't know. I think by having organized streams, that already makes me different than like so many streamers I watch, period. Having organized streams, playing certain games with viewers and offering challenges and rewards, and then being kind of normal. I think that's going to be my being different. I think that's what's going to make me shine or show out more than others, you know? I'm hoping that's the case.
I'm a small streamer making a cozy environment. Okay, I've seen that.
Exactly.
Maybe that's fine. Maybe you're happy with that. That's not going to be the person who's the number one streamer come out of here.
My spear shoots fire.
I'm loud.
My dagger has
I like being the center
aimbot.
of
What are
attention.
y'all?
Okay.
Y'all on?
We have enough of that. You are not going to be the number one streamer coming out of here. So what are you doing to be different? What will do this, Dean Sinat? We have about 5 minutes left in class. Anyone it out now? Hands up. It's a good question. What you got?
When's the time that you've almost quit streaming or content creation?
It's a good question. What's the time I almost quit streaming? It was early in my career. It's a good question. What's the time I almost quit streaming?
Streaming or content creation?
It's a good question. What's the time I almost quit streaming? It was early in my career. I was a part-time employee at a vape company. I was head of marketing. I didn't smoke vapes. I lied on my resume. After, I would go home, I would stream. Work stream is a lot. But I really love streaming. Here's the crazy thing. I had the best stream I had ever had. I averaged 1,000 viewers. The next day, I almost quit. Because I knew the number that would show up would be smaller. And that ate at me. Yeah.
So I can definitely relate to this. If we just go look at my general analytics right now. I don't care that you guys see like my estimated revenue. It's nothing. And then I'm always going to be upfront about it because I do donate 30% to charity. But I can feel that. On this day, you can see I literally had 8,253. I was hype as God knows what. And then as time went on, even though it's like, I just was like, man, like it just went down. And that's purely because Geronimo VR launch day. That was the high. That was my fluke. That was my lucky point of like, oh, I caught it before anybody else. I was here before anybody else. But that doesn't equal consistency. And I knew that I wasn't going to get that. And if you even look at my chart, that's one of the highest points, period, of my entire thing. If we go look at this yearly, I'm certain it's very high up on the point list. If I can pull it up. Oh, it's only going to show the last 28 days. If I put it lifetime, I guess. Yep. So if I go to lifetime and I look at this, I bet this is Geronimo. I'd bet any amount of money this is Geronimo. Where is it? Oh, no, it's actually Real Life Forza Horizon, which is a short video. So I should clarify. My longest long form video, not a short that's, you know, barely out there, is definitely... It'll probably be, where is it? Well, I guess I don't see it on here, but you guys get the point. the idea is that's the video that did the best. And I'm not going to top that anytime soon. And I've got to come to terms with that. Because it's just a first. It's a lucky thing. I have to create better content and do better. I don't know how many viewers during that. I had 4,712 viewers on a freaking live stream, and I had 232 new subscribers, peak 231, total 146 likes. I think it was something insane in there. We had almost 500 concurrent at one time. This number is not accurate. It was more than 231. Like, you can hear me talk about it on the stream. It was something insane. And I know it's not going to happen again, and that's okay. And I had this happen before as well with, I don't know if it's over here, but this is another example. Explore the new thrilling update with me. I caught the update basically while I was live streaming already, and I got 912 views from it. People were watching it, but I can't simply rely on, oh, I got the new thing, I'm here first. Oh, look at how lucky I am. I have to have a system. So I can 100% relate to that. Now, did I sit in my closet and cry for 4 days like Ludwig did? Or not cry, 4 hours, and like really just be upset like our buddy here did? No, but I feel what he was feeling. You've got to do better, and he reached that high again, and I know I can too, and I can do it consistently just like he does. Just gonna take some time. Yeah, dude, it was the zombie update. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. I'm going to pull that up right now. So if we go to my analytics really quick, and I find the zombie video, it's in my lives. Where is it? Because I remember that thing went bonkers, bro. Because we caught it. I remember catching it in the middle of it happening. And I was like, man, this is going to be freaking awesome. And where is it? I probably could have just looked it up by now, but let me see. Yeah, I'm just going to look it up. We're just going to go to my YouTube and do it that way. Where is it? I just have to go to popular. Zombies new virus update. I updated the name of the stream halfway through the video because I knew that it was gonna blow up. Now, I think I'm good at taking advantage of these moments and knowing when to take advantage of them, but I think so are a lot of people. They just don't do it, and that's not enough to get by. So, I mean, I just so happened to get the update right when it came out. I was able to talk about it. I was excited for it because I thought it was cool. This was our first iteration of PvE in the game as well. So it was like, you know, it was just big. Like you can see 300. I think I'm pretty sure it went up by the end of the stream. I started with 364. By the end of stream, I had 387. And that was just live time. I continued to get more after that. But yet again, it was an event that happened. That's how I got my people. It wasn't from me being a good YouTuber. It was me being lucky, you know, and luck just doesn't cut it. It just doesn't.
I lied down in my closet for 4 hours instead of going live that day. This is something that you guys might deal with. Okay, maybe it's imposter syndrome, maybe it is just paralyzation. Okay? Here's what I realized. Streaming is an impermanent thing. What you did last stream doesn't fucking matter.
Literally.
You know what people care about is the next stream. And you know what you want people to care about? You. Okay? So if the last stream was shit, one care that he put in all this work. Okay? The median viewership change year over year was 4. I think all haters. You guys are at the Instagram, the short form. Guess at YouTube. Yes. We'll have more. What you got? For fun. 40.
This is looking at monthly active users.
Most successful on Twitch to exist. That can happen. It's not a permanent thing. What if Twitch, the website, ceases to started you? As I look through your channels, which one is you? All right, and let's just be honest here. I'm just gonna have you raise your hands if you think this is you.
I forgot where this leads to be honest with you. I remember this being a thing.
You got your hand up to be able. Numbers going up. Post on one step further. Next week, what's going to happen to all of them?
Because I remember him repeating a lot of the same stuff from the first class in this one.
Connections you have, not about how enigmatic your personality. Understand how the website works. And if you put the time into study, you will reap the rewards. I promise you that. So guys,
This is one that I really want to talk about.
what is the #1 skill that you need to learn to become a great YouTuber? The #1 skill. You gonna be good? Yeah, what you got?
#1 skill to be very good at YouTube is to upload and get better every upload.
Wrong. Flacco, what you got?
Edit.
Wrong.
Oh shit.
What you got?
I just want to do this.
Times, okay? I can't see it on that platform. I got the cheat code. Why? Because I'm old. I was a stream Twitch. What is the #1 rewards? I promise you that. So guys, what is the #1 skill that you need to learn to become a great YouTuber? The #1 skill.
This is huge.
You gonna be good? Yeah, what you got?
#1 skill to be very good at YouTube is to upload and get better every upload.
Wrong.
That never fails to make me laugh.
YouTube, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, depending on your view of it, is not a platform for artists. Unfortunately, depending on your view of it, is not. You got that, guys. YouTube, guys. YouTube, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, depending on your view of it, is not a platform for artists. It is not a platform for creatives. It is a platform for marketers. Okay. And you have always heard, I'm sure, if you watch other YouTubers say, man, I wish I didn't have to, bend over for the algorithm. I wish I didn't have to package my videos for the algorithm. But they do. All of them do. Okay?
So that's something I struggled with. And that's a huge part of it, is literally packaging. Let me go ahead and just put this in the rules while we're here. Packaging is a huge part of it. So let me put it in rule number 4. Rule number 4, better packaging. I personally have terrible packaging. I'm going to let the video play again and talk about it specifically, but packaging is referring to your intro to your video, your thumbnail, and your title. So your intro, your thumbnail, and your title. If you don't have those things, your video is not going to do well. And I can speak to that, and you can see my metrics on it right here, actually. My packaging for, let's use this video. Which one do I want to use? This one. So this is a really good example. I'm not saying this video is the best thing in the world, but it is animals I can beat in a fight. Animals I can beat in a fight. So if I go to my YouTube channel and I actually look, because it's the most recent uploads and those are the ones I'm using, 80 views. The actual view duration and for people staying and watching, it's 2 minutes and 38 seconds, which is for me a good thing on my channel. Maybe not good for a 26-minute video, but good for me on my channel. The thumbnail sucks. The video is actually pretty good in my opinion. It's funny, it's active. Most people I think would find entertainment in it, but my thumbnail is literally just what's happening at the time I'm recording. Like, this is disgusting. And I was on the wave of, I'm going to be like Moist Critical and post just the thumbnail of what I'm doing. And I can get away with that. I'm not big enough to get away with that. I have to play the game like everybody else. And that's just my thumbnail. This isn't talking about my titles, which I need to do better with. This isn't talking about my intros, which I need to do better with. Like, my entire packaging structure needs to be better. And it shows in my analytics. Like I said, you can see it right here. Decent video. People are watching it, but people are not clicking on it. My CTR, if I can find it anywhere, is 0.5%. 0.5% CTR. Not good. No bueno. You know what I'm saying? So I got to do better on this end. New shiny thing. You need to be consistent. Bend over. Yes, brother. You know what he means. Don't sit there and do that. You know exactly what he means what I'm talking about here. I'm not gonna do this. What the heck? Okay, cool. Whatever. I was about to say, I think God did pretty good with your packaging. Y'all are wilds. At least it's not 2010 YouTubers with hot chicks, but it's about plumbing. Hey, bro, I'm trying my best not to go that route. You know what I mean? Trying not to go that route. I don't think I ever will. Because, my God, those people are wild.
It is necessary to succeed on the website. So let's start about the first thing that people see when they go on YouTube. Let's talk about thumbnails. This is a pretty simple question. Which thumbnail is better? If you think the one on the right is better, raise your hand.
Left. Wait, which
Oh,
one?
my bad. The one on the left, yellow jackets.
So I've already seen this, obviously, and I've watched this a bunch of times, but I would personally go with the one on the left still. Even after hearing and seeing what you're about to see in a second, I would go with the left, and my personal reasons are they're just bright colors and it's two faces instead of one. Like, it's just clearer to me. But as you'll see in a second, I may be wrong or right.
If you think yellow is your congratulations to you all. Okay, and that's why you think the right one's better? Yeah. Congratulations to you all. And by you all, I mean you three. This is an objective measurement about.
I don't know why they're always cussing, man.
You three.
I can't stand the cussing all the time. It's just so irritating.
This is an objective measurement about what is better. This is not a subjective question. This is an A/B thumbnail test that I did. YouTube has this feature. You can upload multiple thumbnails. They'll give them out to viewers. All right, this is built in. You should have it on your YouTube page as well.
So I'm actually running one of these tests right now, which is the one I'm testing. Now, it is with an AI thumbnail that YouTube just gave to me, and it's a title as well. And this is, from what I understand, supposed to be done after the fact, which is why I'm doing it after the fact. But I'm doing it on my Blade and Sorcery video, if I can find it really quick. The idea was, your thumbnail and packaging means so much. So like right now, this is what, let me see if I can pull it up. Right now, you see it saying A/B test running right here, like right there. Let me see if I go to edit, if it'll show it to me. If I can view the test report. It's literally still running the test. It's going to take 12 days and 13 hours, partly because I'm a small streamer. But here's my original title. I tried multiplayer Blade and Sorcery for the first time. That was my thumbnail. Then here are the two AI thumbnails it gave me, and with different AI titles it gave me. Now, I'm not going to use AI for mine. I'm not just going to use AI titles, but the point is we have a built-in A/B testing option. I'm not saying like my small channel, it takes forever to do this, but why would you not try your best to check this out and just see what it could do? Whether you're using real stuff, whether it's AI, and just see what people click on more. Like, for example, I know I would click on one of these two over my own channel. And these are AI created, which is sad. I want to be better than AI. I shouldn't have something that is the amalgamation of humans be better at creativity than I am. Now, I can't make thumbnails myself. I'd get somebody to edit it. But nonetheless, the idea is there. So that's something I need to work on. And use your A/B testing if you have it, you know? So it's still running the test as we speak. It's just seeing what people will click on more often. And that's what I'm going to change it to. Because that's the name of the game. Whether it's AI or not, in this scenario, that's the name of the game. But I will not, just to be clear, I'm not making my thumbnails AI. Like, you're not going to see that. Like, it's not going to be a consistent thing.
And they'll show you which one people are more likely to click. And you can see the one on the left, all right, is overwhelming secrets.
All right.
The Michael Reeves method.
Oh.
Michael Reeves, congratulations. You get to find out.
All right.
The Michael Reeves method.
Oh.
What Michael Reeves does is when he's debating what thumbnail to go with, he blurs his eyes like this and looks at it.
Oh, shit.
Why? Because when you're looking at a thumbnail on your phone, you're scrolling by really quickly. They're really small. So what does it look like without focusing on it? When you guys were on this one,
Yeah. I mean, it just is what it is. So let me.
all right? You squint your eyes. Which one looks better? So you guys were on this one. So what does it look like? Thumbnail on your phone. You're scrolling by really quickly. They're really small. Why? Because when you're looking at a thumbnail on your phone, you're his eyes like this and looks at it. Is when he's debating what thumbnail to go with, he blurs his eyes like this and looks at it.
Oh shit.
Why? Because when you're looking at a thumbnail on your phone, you're scrolling by really quickly. They're really small. So what does it look like without focusing on it? When you guys were on this one.
So yeah, I mean, it's apparently the Michael Reeves method. Just squinting your eyeballs to see which one pops out more, because when you're moving through it really fast, you're not going to see that. And I think you can apply that to so much stuff, but it's an easy method you can just check in with, and that applies to like everything.
You're talking about it's a little what you say I was right. And go ahead. So back to yo. How many guesses here? Next part of packaging, y'all. How do you make a good title? Do we have anything about? Next part of packaging, y'all. How do you make a good title? Do we have any guesses here?
This is probably one of my favorite. This upcoming section is probably one of my favorite sections out of the entire video. Like, and it's so simple.
Next part of packaging, y'all. How do you make a good title? Do we have any guesses here?
I feel like you should come up with a title before you do the video.
I think this is good. This has been said by other YouTubers as well. If you think of the title before, it helps every single part of the process. What do you have?
None of these are correct, I'll tell you now.
Think about video.
What's going on? Title. Steal that shit. I promise you, I have steal that shit straight up. I promise you. I have stolen more YouTube titles than I can think of. I promise you, more people have stolen YouTube titles from me than I can count. Look, I'm gonna show you guys a video.
So he's about to show an example of this, but it's super simple. Steal it. There's already YouTube titles out there that are on the algorithm that you can see do well. The packaging is already there for you. Why would you just not take inspiration from that packaging and just put it into your own video?
Remember watching this video damn near 10 years ago, all right?
Cussing's insane.
It's called How I Accidentally Wrote the Office Theme Song. Okay? It's called How I Accidentally Wrote the Office damn near 10 years ago, all right? It's called How I Accidentally Wrote the Office Theme Song damn near 10 years ago, all right? It's called How I Accidentally...
Oh my gosh, I'm struggling right now.
Damn near 10 years ago, all right? It's called How I Accidentally Wrote the Office Theme Song. Okay? It's a good video. It's got 22 million views. A lot of people saw it. I saw this and I thought, that's fun. How I accidentally. I made a video called How I Accidentally Won a Chess Tournament. That got 5 million views. I thought, that's a lot of views.
What's crazy is this next part.
Let me try that again.
Oh, shit.
The cussing is insane. I just wish they would stop cussing.
And again. Oh, shit. And I think you guys...
It's the same guy. OS, OS, OS. Shut up. Like, I'm sorry. I'm getting irritated. It's just so annoying. I'm trying to make a video. And outside of me making a video, it's just like everybody feels the need. You have to cuss. Why do you have to cuss on everything? Just speak like a normal human being. Now, to be fair, some people's natural mode is speaking. I get it. But my God, it's so frustrating. I'm playing COD with 2 zombies. My squad sucks. I'm sorry, bro.
Point. If you have something that works, you can keep doing it. All right? I've accidentally done probably too many things at this point. I have to slow it down.
So, yeah, I mean, he found a title. He found some packaging, which is the title portion of it. And he's made plenty of videos off of it. If you go literally look at his channel, we can go look at it as we speak. If we go to Ludwig's channel and we go to videos, let's just type in, like he said, accidentally. Hope I spelled that right. Did I spell it right? Yikes. My spelling's terrible. He literally has a whole playlist dedicated to how I accidentally, which is hilarious. I would have never guessed. He has how I accidentally won a Valorant tournament, how I accidentally became the best Mario player, how I accidentally won a multiverse, how I accidentally won a chess tournament, how I accidentally became the best poker player. So he's not just saying this. It's true. And he's admitting and telling us he just stole that because he found packaging that he thought was good. So steal it. I'm trying to get back to where I was. There we go.
How-to videos on YouTube.
All right. To see if other people have used a similar time. Is that it? I'm gonna be pretty honest with you guys. The idea of clickbait is a video gonna go in.
Yeah, he talks about clickbait and how it's gone, and it's 100% right. There is no more clickbaiting. Nobody's clicking on something and staying there for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not happening.
That's something. I think it's a YouTuber voice. I think that is the premise video of through them. Guys, I'm looking for the 4 Ps. It's not, okay? You should be you in the intro. Guys, I'm looking for the 4 Ps, okay? What are the 4 Ps? Let's go through them. To be instantly explained. The hook. What are the 4 Ps? Let's go through them.
I want to rewind it and get to the intro part. So let's talk about the actual intro.
But I'm gonna that I hit that I think you need to hit in every intro. Go ahead. 4 things specifically that glaze here. What was good about it? Okay, we're gonna self-glaze here. What were the 4 things I hit? I'm looking for 4 things. Okay, we're gonna self-glaze here. What were the 4 things I hit? I'm looking for 4 things specifically that I hit that I think you need to hit in every intro. Go ahead.
The only things I would guess up to this point would be a good hook, and I think, what would I have guessed? I probably would have guessed a good hook and purely being entertaining. Like, those would have been my 2 guesses, you know? But he goes way into more detail about exactly what you need to do.
The premise, okay? What are the 4 Ps? Let's go through them. We got premise. What is this video about? You can also think of this as the hook, okay? That is the premise of the video. That needs to be instantly explained.
So I got that part right.
The context of what they are about to see needs to be explained. If you do a live stream and you want to turn that into a video, you probably didn't do a good job contextualizing. You can record an intro separately that you tack onto the beginning, and then instantly you've elevated that video because now someone who's clicked in who has no fucking clue what Streamer U is, or
So I actually can speak to this 100%. I can explore my intro to one of my videos and show how it actually did good. So if we take a little trip down memory lane here into my videos, I'm going to go to my most popular video. This one right here. This is crazy. It's actually very insane. Y'all are about to see this in real time. So in real time, I can show how my video that has an intro is one of my best. This is my most popular video right here, period. On my channel, 8.9 thousand, and this is why it's popular.
Moving.
Why is my sound not on? So annoying. Do you want to learn how to tactically clear better? Well, you came to the right place. Whether you like dynamic. So that intro on its own, if I go to my analytics, I haven't even looked at the analytics to be completely honest. This is my first time looking at it. Is my best video, period. If I go to the analytics, you will see 69% of viewers are still watching at around the 30-second mark. That is more than like almost all of my videos, and it stays high. Now, the video itself is very well done, and it's a tutorial and a how-to, which makes it a little different. But the fact that I have people staying for that first part, it's because of my intro. I'm not saying all of my intros are going to be like that. I'm not saying they should or shouldn't be, but it is so important to just have a good intro. This video, surprisingly enough, kind of fits the button to most of the things we need. It has a good thumbnail. It's a decent thumbnail. It makes you want to click it. The video name is Mastering CQB, How to Train for Tactical Clearing Success, Tactical Assault VR. I have a good intro. And is it magical that this is literally my most popular video? No. And it just matches up completely with what he's saying right here. So it's so crazy that that's the fact. Like literally, it's word for word, bar for bar.
Or they didn't watch, and maybe you want to show off that you can contextualize problem. You have second P, the problem. Okay, you have a premise in a video. All right, in most media, there's a problem, and you need to solve it. What is the?
So in the video that I just actually showed, the problem would be people not knowing how to tactically clear or how to train to tactically clear. My video is supposed to solve that. That's the whole point of it. And it's done within the first like 10 seconds I get to that.
Problem, okay? In the context of the fight, okay?
So you have the premise, the problem.
Plug, but I think it's valuable. It's the plug. This one's optional, but I think it's valuable. It's the plug. Okay, I had a subscriber plug in that one. That one got me 16,000 subscribers.
So I didn't personally do a plug in that one, and I'm so wishing I did now at the beginning of the video, and I'm probably gonna do it on every single intro video until I can't take it anymore now. But I should have done a plug, and I didn't. I didn't do any form of call to action to say, hey, subscribe to me at the beginning of the video. I waited till the end, and there's no point in waiting till the end. There's other research that shows if you people that have that little subscriber thing that pop across the bottom, they have the bell notification thing, or they say ring my bell, or any form of call to action, their views and their subscriptions go up. It's not, it's not correlation without causation. It's correlation and causation there. And he's pointing it out now, saying you've got to have a plug. I'm sorry, you should have a plug there sometimes at least. It's in the 4 Ps, so we should do it.
That one video, I got 16,000 subscribers. What do you mean by plug? Plugging something. So you can either plug yourself. It is plugging something. So you can either plug yourself. It is a call to action if you want to think of it that way. But you're plugging to people to subscribe. At this point, you also could plug merch, whatever you want. It's optional. You don't need to.
So, he's saying it's optional again, but he brought up another point with the merch. I have merch coming soon, so be ready to check that out. But you can plug whatever you want to. You can plug another channel. You can plug the subscription button. You can plug whatever, any call to action you can put there, and it's at the beginning of the video. And if your premise and your problem and your hook for that are good enough, you're plugging people off rip. You don't have to wait till the end of video. You're not like, oh man, maybe I should. No, you're getting it done and dirty, like immediately. You don't have to be like, oh man, I hope I get to him. Nope. If your intro is good enough and your initial part where they click on it and they see it and they stay for like 5, 6, 7 seconds and then they see your plug, you just gained yourself some subscribers, possibly some purchasers, possibly a new customer for something, possibly a new donator, whatever it would be. So I just think that's so important, which is why I'm making another little segment about it.
Plug every video, but you can't. Be set up necessary. It's just one of the 4 Ps you can do. Final one. Payoff. Okay? In a video, if you set up a premise, you set up a problem, there has to be a payoff. Jason says he's going to get into a fight. What's the payoff? Got to see the.
So obviously the fight's the payoff here. There has to be a payoff at the end of the video. So I'm going to go back to mine really quick and use that as an example again. Let me see if I can find it again really quick. I decided out of popular. Duh. It's in my videos. It's crazy.
The Advent Health World of
So what I'm going to do is basically, now that we have the final P, we've got our premise, we've got our problem, we've got a plug and a payoff. I'm going to highlight those in this video.
Tactically clear better? Do you want to learn how to tactically clear better?
Premise. Technically, it's a problem. We have a problem here with a premise.
Well, you came to the right place.
Premise. I've got a problem. I'm going to solve it right here. And I did that within the first 5 seconds. After this, I just talk.
Whether you like dynamic or deliberate. This one phrase will help you train better.
So within the first, I mean, that's a long part between here and here, but within the first 26 seconds, I've already done so much. And honestly, a plug could have been me writing subscribe right there at the bottom during those two parts. It wouldn't have took a lot. So I definitely missed the subscribe, the plug itself, but I tackled the first 3 Ps really within the first 5 seconds, but I tackled them hard within the first 26 with other options. And it's great intro. Just a great intro, which means I can do it. I just have to be consistent.
The fucking fight happened. All right? And in that intro, what I do is I say stick around to the end because we're going to go.
Let me make sure to put this in here. So rule number 5. So for rule number 5, we are putting make sure to hit the 4 Ps during intro. Premise, problem, plug, and wait, what was the last one? And payoff. Payoff. Okay, I remember the last one was payoff. So we're going to make sure that every time we do an intro, we are hitting the premise, the problem, the plug, and the payoff. Plug is optional, but for a channel my size, I think every single time I'm going to put a plug somewhere in the first probably like 6 seconds just to have a call to action to do something on my channel. And hopefully we'll see a difference soon enough from it. Let me save this while I'm here.
Go to an art gallery, you're gonna get a little crazy. So the payoff comes at the end, I'm teasing it, stick through the rest, you'll get to it. It helps increase your watch retention. This is an example of 2 separate videos that I've done. One,
yeah, he
I
talks about
recorded
this in
the intro
detail.
beforehand. The other one, where the intro is just from the stream. Look at the difference, bro. Example of 2 separate videos that I've done, you'll get to it. It helps increase your watch retention. This is an example of 2 separate videos that I've done. One, where I recorded the intro beforehand. The other one, where the intro is just from the stream. Look at the difference, bro. 70% of people were watching at the 1 minute, 12 second mark when I recorded the intro. That was the Magic Chameleon one you just saw. The other intro, 41%. More than half the people left.
Which is crazy. That is a fact that I have on my analytics as well. If I compared, let's say, even that video to another one where I just use the intro from my live stream or something similar to that, it's the exact same. I'm going to only record intro. Shoot, I'm making that a rule as we speak. I'm not even going to play that game. Rule number 6. Record intros separately. I will make sure I do that 100%. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you guys this right now. I recorded an intro already. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to splice it together, but it's actually here just so you guys can see it. This is my current intro to this video. Now I'm going to edit it together and put some more stuff in there, but this is the current intro. So Ludwig claims that his Streamer University masterclass, where he was the professor, will let you get ahead of, 99% of creators? Now, looking at my analytics, my channel isn't actually dead. It's actually growing right now. But the reality is, if I'm being brutally honest, the growth didn't happen because I'm a genius. It happened because of pure unadulterated luck. Now, so that's obviously like bare bones, nothing else behind it. I'm going to edit that by adding music behind it. I'm going to add pictures in there of like Ludwig or whatever else. I literally have it written out on my video segment. So it's not, I'm taking this so seriously. Like I'm really doing these things.
A minute in, by the way, that's a 2-hour video. And half the people are gone in a minute. Okay? But these are and working on. All right? Okay? You need my team. How much do I pay my thing to test? If you need 2 things. I did. You can ask people saying just ask me.
Have you gave the quirky dog music a listen to or no? No, I was going to do it on stream at some point. I just need to make sure it wasn't. Is it copyright or no? I know it's like some, I saw the comments. They were like, this is YouTube's music all the way, you know? So I need to look at that, but I'm not sure. Let me check real quick. Yeah, see if you just let me know. But yeah, I did see it and I checked it out like in terms of looking at it and I heard it a little bit. But yeah, that's definitely like stream music. Like I've heard that in probably more of his stuff a million times.
I'm saying you can ask people to help you. What I did for basically all my first hires is I did one of 2 things. One, I poached people who I thought were amazing business. Space.
Yeah, I see the poaching the people thing. I don't have an issue with this. Mine is probably going to lean more so on this side, the working with the fan side.
That I've done to hire a bunch of my employees working with fans. All right? If you guys are struggling to get an editor, what I've done is I've asked. I've literally gone on my live stream. I've gone, yo, guys.
Yeah, so I'm going to work on doing this. I currently edit all of my stuff. I do everything myself. I just have better control over it, especially with like, you know, my faith and all. But I have been asking on live streams, literally recently as of yesterday, if people would help me find an editor or help me find thumbnail creators, people like that, because I need it. And I know I'm not good enough at it currently. And yes, I could learn, but that's going to be a learned skill over time that I probably just don't have right now to do. So I need someone doing it for me. And I'd rather pay a little money to figure it out than pay a lot of time out of my day to hopefully get a semi-decent product.
October 2020.
So after this,
I said, don't trust me. Shit happened that was kind of interesting.
I can't afford therapy. You can.
Why is it always an ad? An ad, an ad, an ad. If it's not an ad, guess what it is? It's an ad. And if it's not an ad, it's an ad. And I'm sure you guys feel the same about my stream, but it's how he makes money, and he's teaching me something to help me make money, so I can't really complain that much. God knows how many view hours I've given him with this one video.
Is a third party in that relationship, the viewer. And then the father did feel 0 grace for you. No part is what matters. Just things that nice. One now, the homework assignments for you. You didn't do my homework? To me, get down, you materialize yourself. Let's go through them. First one, right back to success. To me, I don't mind, but you're missing the fast track. To success if you don't do these tricks. Let's go through them. First one, writing down your goals. All right? Writing down your goals for yourself for the rest of the year. What's the value of writing down a goal? One, when you write it down, you materialize it. You actualize it. You put out into the universe that you want to achieve this thing. Is it corny? Yes. Does it work scientifically? Is it backed up? Also, yes. There are studies that show that writing down your goals helps you achieve them. One more note on goals. I said the next 6 months. But there's a little fact, people overestimate what they can do in 1 year, underestimate what they can do in 5 years. Make yourself a 5-year goal too. You'll be surprised how much you can accomplish in that time.
I'm going to do this, and I'm going to write a 5-year goal down at the end of this video, and we will see if I'm able to achieve it in 5 years, or if this channel has just gone straight into the gutter at that point.
Second trick, make it a schedule. All right? Streaming has no schedule. Who's been streaming 24/7? Who's been streaming every single minute? That's probably exhausting. Y'all are tired.
So for all these points, I kind of get it already, and I'm sure you guys too, and it's written. Write your goals for the rest of the year. Make a schedule, stick to it. Ideate on stream ideas every single day. Implement the content funnel. Master the packaging. Scale my team to output more videos and stream faster. Like I said, I'll do that eventually. Right now, I have to do all of my stuff. And he said this is to get big fast. So obviously, this is in the perfect world. I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of these 6 things I can do. I have my rule set for him already. Rule 1, have a freaking schedule. Rule 2, make sure I do my content funnel, turn my streams into recording sessions just like this one. Rule 3, 100 to 150 hours per month. For me, that's 50 hours per month. It's the max I can do. Rule 4, better packaging, intro, thumbnail, title. Make sure that I hit the 4 Ps during that intro, premise, problem, plug, and payoff, which is rule 5. And then rule number 6, record my intros separately. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 rules to this. Rule number 7, be consistent. Because I've had a problem with that already to some degree. It's just my life and all. So I'm going to make sure my schedule can be consistent and people know when I'm going to be on. And rule 8, to simply be myself. He already said this, and I didn't write it down at the time, but I'm writing it down now. I don't want to become one of those streamers that's like, oh yeah, guys, and I start doing stuff that's out of character to get views and all that. I don't think I will, but I want to make sure I'm truly myself. If I am Mr. Ghost Dad humor and that's just who I am, that's just who I am. So anyways, we learned quite a bit. Hopefully you guys got something out of this. I know for sure I did. Otherwise, you guys have a blessed day. Ghost out. And that is the video, gang. That is, in fact, the video. I think for my... What's the name of it? My... Where is it? I do want to talk about it a little bit, though. But what do you guys have? I gave up in zombies. My team sucks. Welcome back. You can always edit it, cut out the music, just like how Joe Barr does. Yeah, I can cut it. Here's the thing. I can cut it out of the video, but I can't cut it out of the stream. So my streams also make money, which is a whole nother thing. My streams make money. I need every form of income I can get to make it big, you know, to like make this warranted. So anytime I copyright anything in my... anytime I copyright anything that's in my actual... there was a dude trying to pack a punch when 2 of us were down. Hey, bro, he had a plan and he was sticking to it. Can you blame him? But I can't afford to have even my live stream copyrighted because all that money needs to go to something. I can't have my not even that part. I can't have my videos copyrighted. I need that money to go somewhere. So they're able to adjust after the fact. I can't do that. Like, I can't adjust after the fact. I have all my stuff has to be copyright free so I can actually make money from all of it. I don't want it to go down, up, and all this other stuff. I want to be able to be consistent with what I'm doing, how I'm getting it, and all that stuff. But currently, how did you guys like the stream? Was it fun-ish for y'all? Did y'all get something out of it? Like, was it like, okay, cool, this guy's not just making the trashiest thing in the world currently? I don't know if I'm recording a thing after. License type Creative Commons. Oh, you're sending this. I would have put this in live stream foolishness. That's where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put this in live stream foolishness and take it out of the general chat. But I got you. It was much appreciated, Thermal. Suggested vids to react to. Bart Fart remix. Lord. I guess that's the one we'll be rapping over. Let me see. I don't know if I planned an outro. I'm not talking about for this video, like this live stream. But for the actual video, I think I planned an outro, did I? Your snappy call to action outro is what I've got here. What? Yeah, I don't care about that. Let me see. Yeah, so my snappy call to action outro. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that on my own here. I don't know what that's gonna look like. I don't know. Maybe I could record the outro now and call it a day. I could do it after. Here, let's see it. Hey, this is Ghost here, breaking a couple of rules by doing this, which I already set, but it's fine. It's at the end of the video. If you made it here, thank you in the first place. Please make sure you like, subscribe, all that stuff. It really helps the channel. Share this video with others if you think it'll help them, and tune in for whatever else I've got going on. So you guys have a blessed day again. Ghost out. I don't know if I should have done that. I don't know. Maybe it will make it. Maybe it won't. We'll see. But yeah, I think we've got a pretty good list here of rules. We've got shout out my dog, my cat, and burger. What, bro? What are you even on about, my good sir? I've got no clue what you were on about, my good sir. I am turning everything back on this side. Speaker bot is back on, my text to speech and all that stuff. So I've got my full video. I can now edit it. It's a lot of clips right now, like a lot of clips here. And we're going to have to go through it and actually do something with it eventually. So that's going to be a fun one. Let me throw on some hot jams in the back so we're not just sitting in dead silence while I'm figuring my life out. But yeah, I think this went pretty well. I think the video went pretty well. This is the stuff I have to edit. Some of these are not even gonna, like, this is how many clips. Like, I did this a different way because I have to edit it so I know what I like to do. And I'm basically gonna go through all of these clips, find the clips that are gonna stay, and just put them in and then edit it from there. It's gonna be a lot easier for me to edit these clips than it would be for me to edit some like huge video and then like try and boil it down from there, you know? So anyways, this is all getting edited soon enough. Let me see. I'm actually gonna do this. I'm about to hit the central copy thing. Boom. Boom. Can I just send it somewhere? I'm gonna try and cut this. Yikes. Did it work? I don't know. We're about to find out. Cutting was probably a bad idea, because if this doesn't show up, I'm screwed. Okay, it showed up. I was about to say I am completely screwed if this does not show up. But as you guys can see, I've got some stuff I haven't even posted. Like, here are these shorts that I haven't posted yet. Posted shorts. And I don't think I will. They don't fit what I'm trying to do, so it's just extra stuff. I might put this on like Facebook or something just to have it. But I still have so many videos that I'm currently editing, and they're all in here. But this is the Streamer University video right here. I'm going to edit all of that into one concise video, and hopefully the video doesn't suck. I mean, what do you guys think? Do y'all think the video is going to do well based on what you've seen? Like, based on the metrics, I guess, I've allowed? Also, let's turn all my alerts and all this back on now that we're back to regular. Boom, we are back to my normal looking stream. And also, do you guys like, now that we've done that, that's two questions. One, do you guys like the stream better? I know that thing's so loud, I'm sorry. Do you guys like the way stream looked today in general, or do you like it with the header more so? None of y'all have this emoji. Literally not a single one of them do. Do you want to know why they don't have that emoji? Because they're not a Ghost Gang member. You know, that's what it is. That's what it is. Gahook. Still don't know what that means. Still have no clue what that means. You've said it several times and I still don't know what it means. But no. Oh, it's a queso thing. I would have never known. I would have never known. I just looked it up. So should I keep my header during my regular stream, like when I'm just streaming games and stuff, or take the header away? I think it fits nicely into this, but this whole time I've had it gone, and it actually looked like a pretty clean screen. I like the way it looked. Should I just remove the header from the other scenes and just leave it on this one? And then I don't know what you're responding yes to be honest, because I asked a lot of questions. But do you guys think this do you guys think the video is gonna do decent? Like, is it a video you would watch? And be honest, if you wouldn't watch the video, it is what it is. Keep it. Okay. I don't know if I would watch the video. I would have to edit it heavily, personally. I know if I make a good intro, I'm sure people will watch it for a little bit, but I don't know if the whole thing. And I don't know what to title the video either. Like my packaging, I'm gonna have to figure all that out, and I hopefully can post it sometime tomorrow or Tuesday. I've got other stuff I got to do, but I ain't got nothing really better to watch right now except queso. Fair enough. I guess I'll take that as some form of a compliment. I ain't got nothing really better to watch right now except queso. So I'm as long as I'm second best, I can always take that. If you're saying I'm right behind queso, I 100% will take that any day of the week. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I did say I was going to play VR today, but this went on a lot longer than I expected. This stream is so much longer than I thought it was going to be. I planned for this stream to only be about an hour and a half because I wasn't going to interact with chat like I did. That's part of my problem. I thought I was going to just get through the video, but I was like, screw it. I actually want to talk to you guys because that's kind of what I like to do. And that kind of screwed over the time schedule here. It's already 8:49. I expect it to be done with that. Not going to lie, at like maybe 7:48. I was not expecting to be. I'm looking at my own live stream right now to see how long I've been live. I was not expecting to be live 2 hours and 30 minutes, and for that to be the whole time. I just was not. That's on me. And I started early at 6, so I could be done for sure at 9. Like that is why I started at 6. I was like, I'll spend 3 hours. I'll spend an hour and a half there, and then I'll spend some time chatting with everybody, and then I'll play the game. I know there's revolvers in a new map. I want to play Forefront. You have no idea. I promise I'm not just getting on promising this stuff. I didn't plan well. Or I didn't plan speaking to you guys. I know now how long this stuff will take sometimes. Because if it's not a challenge video and I'm not focused on, like, for example, the Wikipedia speedrun, I was focused on actually doing the speedrun. So whatever chat was saying was kind of like in one ear, out the other. This, because I'm like sitting here talking to you guys, it takes up more time. And I'm not saying that as a shot against y'all or against myself. I think it's great that we do that. I love the interaction. It keeps me busy. It keeps, I'm sure, you guys to some degree entertained, being like, hey, we're actually coming back and forth here. But yeah, I don't think I just personally, I don't have it. You should go look at the pictures under Geronimo at the first picture on Steam. The only downside is I have McDonald's. Okay, I'm going to Geronimo currently and looking at the first picture. Wouldn't it be cool if it was like me or something? Wouldn't that be pretty awesome? I'm just gonna go look at it. It'd be so dope. But I know that's not the case, but... Alright, I'm looking at the first picture. Okay, what about... I'm on Steam. I'm looking at the first picture. What am I looking for? I'm a little lost on what I'm supposed to be looking for here. Wait, what is that? No, I'm not. Is it the two guys in the back talking to each other? What am I looking for here on the first picture, brother? The first picture I see is guys walking here. Oh, are you talking about the I mean, it's technically the last picture on mine. Are you talking about the guy clipping through the floor? It's a gun. Am I bugging? I can't tell what gun that is. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to like look at it closer, but it's hard to do from where I am. Am I the only one that sees the reference between Geronimo and Ground Branch? No, they said they were heavily inspired by Ground Branch. So that's no surprise if you see a reference there. No surprise. It says potential spoilers over it. I do not see that. I could just be blind as a bat. I don't see it. Dang, I would kill for a PC right now just to play Geronimo. Geronimo is such a good game. Somebody in here, I don't know if he's still here, but Tree of Smoke does not a fan of the game. Not a fan of some of the people behind the game. I'll put it in the Discord. If you could, I might literally just be blind. I do not see it. I do not see it anywhere on here, and I don't know why. It's because I can't see. But I hope you guys forgive me. I am truly, I told myself, and it was why I started at 6, so I could get off at 9 and actually spend some time with my family really quick. I say we do our little get out of here thing and skedaddle skadoodle. And I'm truly sorry. The goal is to play games, just so you guys know. I will play games. I'm going to play games. That's what I got stream for. That's the whole point of me streaming and having the YouTube channel and all, is to play games. So I think what I'll do on my next idea is I'll make sure that my next stream idea is some form of a game challenge. So what I'm thinking is doing a game gauntlet or doing a bro v bro or something like that. Straight up stealing the ideas from Ludwig, but doing some form of gamer gauntlet, or not gamer gauntlet, some type of challenge video where I go through VR games only and I have to do certain things. So like maybe fill out a bingo card in VR or something. And basically I have to like, hey, this game, I have to do this on. I have to go play. I have to finish 2 rounds in a VR game. And whatever that means, I have to win 3 games in a row on a VR game. I have to, whatever it would be. So that way it's easy. I don't know what that would look like. Like fight somebody in VR. Like, and I think I have enough VR games to make that somewhat fun. I don't have like a plethora, but I think I have enough to make it fun enough, you know? So, but either way, I'll make sure I do enough. I do my next challenge, I promise, will be a gaming one. Can I guarantee it'll be VR? No, but I'm going to do my best to make it because I haven't played VR in a while and I want to. But that's the goal here. That's what I'm going to do. Is that cool with everybody? Is that something that sounds like a fun time? I've got plenty of ideas for it. If you guys want to send more ideas, Like, if you guys send me ideas that have to do with gaming that's for the channel, that would be awesome. And then, like I said, we can have those viewer days where we have dumb stuff like rap battles. That would be hilarious. If you do it, though, my ask would be that you actually are willing to show your face on camera, because it's easier to edit and it's more interactive when you have faces to work with. And so we'd get on a Discord call and have that open in one thing, you know, like the whole nine. But that's for later. We'll talk about that another day. Let's get out of here for the evening. I think everyone's cool with it. Nobody's told me not. So let's find out some good stuff to vibe out to, and then I can talk over it in my sultry voice, and we can skedaddle, skedoodle, and get out of this noodle, you know? Let's see, what are we feeling? Ooh, we've done some sultry stuff. Let's try something like real ethereal. Let's see, what do we got? Oh yeah, this is good. This is good. I'm feeling this. How do you take a screenshot on PC? Press the Windows button and then type in snipping tool. You should have it. This one has to be soft. As we look into the sunset and realize that realize you don't want to look off into the sunset and realize that don't realize. That was stupid, but it doesn't matter. We're here now, and you're with me. I hope you had a mystical time here on the Ghost Martial Arts channel. I sure had a great time. I look forward to seeing you guys time and time again. I hope that one day we can reconvene when the channel has 2,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers. Just know that I see all of you that are here now, and when the channel makes it big, I won't forget. If I ever become a millionaire, $500 to all of you. And don't think for a second I'll forget you, because I won't. I can just come back to the stream and check in and see who was here and who wasn't. The OGs, the original Ghost Gang. Well, this has been real, and I'm glad that we could convene once again. I'll see you guys another day. Don't forget to watch the video and wash the tears away. Ghost